Welcome to a very, very special edition of Meowking Decisions. This is Hades, and he is very special. Sorry, hold on a second, guys. Hello? Oh, amazing. Okay, great. You know who's here to come visit us? It's Jacob Paris.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Didn't get to introduce myself. I totally forgot. I am Jess of Making Decisions, and this is Jacob Paris of Art Maxing, and this is Hades of Cutie Town.
Hades of Cutie Town.
Look at this angel. Okay, so for people that have been living under a rock and don't know who you are, tell everybody about yourself and what you do and what you're going to be doing today.
Yeah, so my name is Jacob, better known as by Jacob Paris. I am one of the 2-ish, 5-ish people that got a community show with Adobe. I run Art Maxing, which is going to be the second part of today's little extravaganza. And yeah, I'm a full-time freelancer, illustrator, love doodling stuff. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doodling some stuff in something I've never done on Adobe Live. So
That's
it's a
fun.
first for everyone.
And Jacob already has something prepped, but you guys, since this is Making Decisions, will help along the way. We'll just ask some questions like, hey, what do you guys think we should do with this? What do you think we should do with that? And yeah, do you want to just jump right into it?
Yeah, let's hop into it.
Let's get started.
I am someone that, again, enjoys things and cutesies and trinkets and fun stuff like that. So I'm going to be working in Fresco today. I'm very excited about it. Something that's a little new for me, doing live. And I've drawn this little looks like a crow, but it's actually a magpie. As a little Canadian.
Is there a difference between a crow and a magpie?
There is. Magpies are way more aggressive.
Oh, I like it.
And they're mischievous. But yeah, I've seen a couple of people do some trinket-esque designs. So I started off with this sketch of this magpie, and then just drew some stuff that I like around it, which
Love it.
I'm sure that we can edit as much as we want on what
We can
type of
do
trinkets
whatever
are
we
there.
want,
Yeah.
and we can say whatever we want.
That is absolutely true. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and hop into it. Usually when I'm designing in Fresco, I focus with a couple brushes. I don't really go out of anything too crazy. Most of the ones I use are for sketching. I use the Kyle drawing box brush, which I enjoy because it's closest to pencil. For me, I'm on a hidden layer, but it just feels very nice and natural, analog. And when I'm doing inking, which is what I'll mostly be doing for today's show, I use this one called the Slinky, which is really nice.
Did you name it that?
No.
The Slinky, I love
yeah, it's
that.
just one that is called that, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start lining some stuff.
Cool.
I'm going to change the opacity of this guy.
Cody says default pencil in Fresco is my fave. I'm not a big Fresco girly, so I am very excited to see your workflow and maybe learn something from you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying Fresco a lot more lately because I think one thing that I feel like my art style has been missing is kind of an analog feel to it, if that makes sense. And I think I've always been kind of battling that with Illustrator,
Okay, yeah, I hear that.
Not saying that I can't get there, but I feel like Photoshop is the name of the game for textures and stuff, right?
Totally.
So I think now that I've been messing around with Fresco and delving into the brushes and getting to do some I would say a majority of my Fresco designs and work are for my Patreon.
Okay, cool.
Making postcards.
Should follow Jacob's Patreon. Where can they find it?
Yeah, if you head to patreon.com/byjacobparis, you'll be able to see this design.
Okay.
And so many others.
Amazing.
Some postcards and stuff like that.
We have a lot of questions about Hades, which is the
I love
cat.
that.
Is Hades a Norwegian forest cat, and is Hades a Maine Coon? Hades is neither of those. Hades, first and foremost, is an angel. despite his name.
Hades is an angel.
But
fallen angel, I guess.
Yeah, he's a Persian cat.
Yeah.
And he is so so cute. Like, I've never seen a cat this cute. Pretty incredible. Oh, hi, Monica. Nice to see you.
Was Monica in chat? Mm-hmm. Friend of the stream.
Friend of the stream. I'm actually going to let Hades have a break in a minute. We're going to have somebody... Can somebody come pick up the talent, please?
Yes.
Oh, he's so cute,
though. He's really cute.
Just because I would love to drink my coffee, and I'm getting cat hair all over my face.
Thirsty mode. I get it.
Yeah, thirsty mode.
We're kind of just going in guns blazing with this one.
Amazing.
Ready to rock, so.
How did you choose the trinkets? Like, what was, like, I don't know, like, what made you think of the specific ones? I see the Tamagotchi in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I when I think of...
Quick handoff.
Oh, yeah.
Angel boy. Oh.
Oh, no. Bye, Hades.
Bye, Hades.
Everyone say bye.
Love you.
Bye. But I don't know. When I think of trinkets and stuff, like I genuinely I was looking at stuff around my house.
Okay.
Things that I enjoy.
Do you still have a Tamagotchi?
I do.
Sick.
I do.
Is it alive?
No.
I mean, battery-wise and also life-wise.
No.
Dead.
Yeah, dead, gone. But, just stuff that's, like, very nostalgic to me. My wife is also a huge trinket girly.
Nice.
And loves...
So this is her. This is your wife.
This is her.
I love it.
My wife is actually a magpie. I
love that.
Everyone to know.
So cute.
No, so, yeah, I don't know. I like toys, and I like figures, and I like, stuff like that.
Amazing.
So
Monica says, "Oh my God, Jacob Harris process reveal." Yes.
Oh yeah.
Process reveal. I love that. Yeah, because you usually have guests on your show.
Yeah, I'm usually in the hot seat, so people haven't really seen my illustration process. It's nice because like my illustration process is so like
different.
Non-traditional, like it's very like I'm doing stuff that's definitely just not correct, so it's nice that
and I also want to note that Jacob's iPad is
tiny.
so cute and tiny. Can you show everyone?
It's small.
It's a baby.
It's a small little iPad.
It's significantly smaller than Hades.
It is. Yeah. It actually is smaller than the cat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like.
No, I like it.
I like it.
It's so cute and like perfectly sized. Dopegasm says my favorite two people I wouldn't have missed this live for the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you for popping in.
Thank you. And then Robert says we need a cat cam, cam, puggy cam. Bring out the puggy cam.
I wish we could float him out. First
Carol,
class.
Carol, I believe it's me that has the puggy cam on making decisions. Unless you watch somebody else on you. There's no other YouTube shows, just mine or Jacob's. YouTube doesn't exist otherwise.
Exactly. We've pioneered YouTube. We were the first and the only. And
yeah, we invented YouTube. So follow us for more tips and tricks.
Yeah, for YouTube tips and tricks.
Yeah.
What did I mean, I'm sure people are probably wondering, especially now that we're like in the studio now.
Yeah.
What has been your experience with your show? Like, have you been enjoying it? Like, do you feel like there's...
I'm loving it.
Yeah. I'm
having such a good time. I look forward to it every week. I love the unknown. I think this past episode, somebody was like, "Oh, how do you plan or whatever?"
To plan.
And I was like, "What's plan?" Like, you guys are making these decisions in real time. I have a general idea, but I think like that's the fun of it. And like you could see at the end of my shows, I'm always rushing to finish it, but also like that's part of the fun.
That's definitely, in my opinion, the appeal of the show.
Yeah.
Like it's very much like goofy, fun, chaos, which is like, I feel like what
it's good stuff.
It's missing, I want to see chaos.
I want to see chaos. I want to see real life chaos.
Yeah.
Monica said Shirley, Stanley, and Ruby were invited. They weren't because they're poorly behaved. You guys have seen them. The first episode, Ruby was not doing something she should have done, and Stanley's always snoring. So yeah, I mean, no, they were not invited, and fairly not invited.
Oh, I thought Stanley was a good little guy.
He's okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
oh my God, Emily's here. Hi, Emily.
Hi,
and Katrina's
Emily.
here. Hi, Katrina.
Hello.
Nice to see you again. We saw Katrina last night for dinner. It was really nice.
We stayed up way too late.
Yeah. Who's we? No, you stayed up way too late. I went to bed at a reasonable hour.
I went to bed at like 2.
That is crazy. Can't confirm Stanley is Adobe Live public enemy number 1.
Oh no.
That is amazing.
That's awesome.
He is very loud. Emily got paid says Ruby got paid overtime for that first episode. Yeah.
That's so
yeah,
funny.
it was her OnlyFans debut.
Her Christmas bonus.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I wish I could feature my animals on the stream, but like they're just too chaotic.
You gotta do it.
My dog is huge. Like huge.
Oh my God, do you have a picture?
I do. I do have a picture.
Can you airdrop that? Can you airdrop that to Jacob and then we get a picture of your dog on the screen?
I'm gonna let you do that because it's in the group chat.
Okay. We need dogs. We need dogs.
Dogs in Adobe Live.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Dogs and cats. Okay.
There you go.
Oh my God, he's so cute. Okay,
Her
I'm
name's
gonna try.
Gaia. Biba.
Gaia.
Very sweet.
So cute.
All right. How's this magpie looking? Is it cute?
Looking amazing. I mean, it looks like a crow to me because I don't know the difference between the two, but it looks like a crow and it looks like a magpie, and I really like it.
The color, I think. The color is
the color's the difference?
Yeah.
What color are they?
They're like white and black, but they have like a bluish gray tone
I feel like I'm
them.
gonna see it and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I know what that is.
You probably do. They're
I've like heard about them in books.
They're in Australia and in Canada. They look like this.
Okay, amazing. I don't know if you guys can see. But something else that's common on the show is that we're always learning animal facts. Mm-hmm. And I was informed yesterday that I always talk about food. I was not aware of that.
You do talk about food a lot, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have your MO.
Yeah. Just for a reminder, anybody that's popping in right now, Jacob is drawing a magpie in Adobe Fresco. And you want to zoom out so people can see the sketch?
So this is the initial sketch. We're doing some little trinkets around it.
Love it. And then it's going to say Trinket Girl.
Yes, which will be right here. Trinket Girly.
Girly. Love
I'm
it.
debuting my first hand
It looks
hand
amazing.
text, so
It looks so good.
Thanks. It's definitely in assistance with a like stamp pack. Someone has like a stamp pack with
That's
what do you call it, like text. So I kind of just stamped it and did some tracing. But
yeah, you're allowed to.
We're cooking.
Work smarter, not harder.
Truly, I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw this brand.
Okay. We're not having this argument live.
They're robots.
Okay, chat. Cody, can we get a poll going up?
Our bird's real.
Our bird's real. Our bird's real. They're dinosaurs.
They're robots.
They're dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs all died out. They're robots.
No, they didn't die out. Have you seen a bird? Have you seen an alligator?
Never in my life.
You really? You
No,
haven't?
I'm joking. I lived in South Carolina. Of course, I've seen.
Oh,
a
okay.
gator
So you
before.
have. Are birds real? Andrea says birds are real. Emily is asking the question again. Are birds real?
They're government psyop conspiracies.
Yeah.
That are here to spy on us and take our jobs.
Take her.
I'm joking.
I'd like to see a bird do this. Do, do, do,
Yeah.
do.
I'd love to see a bird draw in Adobe Fresco.
That's so funny.
It's so funny.
Birds are real, pigeons no. Interesting.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
That
I
is.
can
Are you
rock
on
with
board with that? Why specifically pigeons?
it. They just feel so robotic if you watch them, you know?
Okay. Yesenia said birds have to be real, especially with the presents they leave on my car every morning.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair.
Well, the government can do that
yeah,
too.
that's true.
The government does that to my bank account with taxes.
Yeah. See, the presence or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, tax season, everyone. Hope we didn't give anyone PTSD from.
Sorry. Well, right now, okay, we have the God. What is it called? The poll going up. Right now, 67% say yes, obviously they are real. But Oh, it's going back and forth.
Oh, it's 50-50.
It's 50-50. No, now 60 that they're robots. I mean, this is this is a big. Oh, look what we got! Yay!
We got a Gaia feature and a Hades feature.
Oh my
That's
God!
So cute. Oh, this is my doggie. I'm sure my wife will be very happy.
So sweet. Is she watching?
Featured. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
She might be sleeping. She worked a night shift. So,
okay.
or
Yeah,
an
I
evening
hear
shift.
that. I hear that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have Andrew in the chat.
Andrew!
Hey, Andrew! Woo!
So sick. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna do some
great.
erasing now. How do we feel about erasing
Like
on Adobe Fresco?
Like if you're allowed to?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
Is that part of the decision?
I'll allow it.
Allowed to, yeah. Part of the making of the decision is being able to erase some stuff. Let's see.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but
Do it.
Can we maybe ask the audience if we can get like an extra small trinket in there?
We can do multiple trinkets in there.
So let's come up with a new trinket. Let's do like a.
So right now I have, to kind of give some people context, I'll zoom out here in a second. I'm just finishing this guy.
Oh, Monica says no Control-Z challenge. That's crazy.
I would pass away, I think.
I wouldn't do it.
I have a dice, a button, a Tamagotchi, a soda tab,
Okay.
a key, a Smitsky, and a pencil.
Okay.
So I'm open to whatever.
So I'm gonna name 3 things, and then we'll put up another poll for chat.
Sick.
Okay. So it's Andrew's birthday.
Oh, right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Andrew. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Yay! Happy birthday, Andrew.
Amazing. Okay, so here.
Just right back into it.
Okay, well, sorry for that interruption, folks. Okay, sorry, Jacob. Birds are real.
No.
Birds are real, and we're gonna get another poll. Let's
66%.
let's get a bell. Let's get like a chunky pinky ring with a heart design on it.
Love it.
And then let's do an AirPod, a single AirPod.
I feel like AirPod's just gonna blow that out of the water.
Yeah,
for sure.
because everyone loses an AirPod. I don't use those. I usually have
losing
the chunky
AirPod.
over the head one.
Oh
but
yeah.
I mean, you guys get to choose the next one. Oh, you just said no? No to the Mitski? You said
Oh, I was seeing if what my thickness of the the brush was. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Yeah, no, I'm down for whatever. And even if someone wants to throw a random trinket in the chat.
If you guys drop a trinket. Drop a random trinket. Say that 5 times fast in the chat. And the funniest one, I'll choose.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
But also, let's get
the vote. Yeah.
But also, let's get the poll going. And sorry if I was too fast on that, Cody. It was the bell, like the bellhop bell, the chunky heart ring, and an AirPod. Oh, we got it. We got it up. Amazing.
Sick. Thanks, Cody.
Thank you.
Absolutely crushing.
And Monica says that my glasses are a fun trinket. They are really fun. Thank you.
I do love the glasses.
Thank you. I have them in 2 colors. I left the yellow lenses at home.
Oh, you can switch them out?
Oh, no. They're 2 pairs.
Oh,
yeah, 2 different pairs.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. I just actually...
Oh, Katrina said a Scrub Daddy. That's a really good one. If you guys can beat Scrub Daddy, we'll do it. But right now, I mean, that's great.
What? That's so funny. I might have to look at a Scrub Daddy reference.
Yeah, that's fine.
That
is really
insane.
funny. People seem to be loving the Scrub Daddy.
Listen, it is a pastime of usefulness, I guess. How would you say that?
It's pretty useful. I mean, I have a dishwasher now, so I don't. I
must be not. No,
I got the countertop one.
Oh, wait, what?
Well, I live in Brooklyn, so and it's in an old building. You can't just install appliances. Or if you install appliances, the law is that the landlord could murder you.
News to me.
Legally,
they can murder you.
Yeah. But yeah, they have countertop ones that you just like attach to your sink, and when you want to wash dishes, you attach it to the whole thing. You turn on the sink, the water goes through, and then when you're done, you unplug it from the sink.
That's crazy.
I'll send you a link. It's great. It's great. Very much worth it. My husband and I were arguing about doing dishes. I said, honey, we're not arguing anymore. We're just, neither of us are going to do the dishes.
We just won't do the dishes anymore.
Meanwhile, he's the only one that loads the dishwasher. So thanks, babe. Love you. Okay.
That's what our partners are for.
People are loving the Scrub Daddy. I think we're just going with Scrub Daddy. And, whoa, my phone is buzzing. I need to put this on silent. Do not disturb. That's my bad.
Leave me alone.
It looks like chunky ring. Oh, we have 50%. Jacob, can you actually click on the poll so I can see the full stack?
I didn't even know you could click on the polls.
Yeah, so that way we can see like who's winning, because right now it shows
sick.
Chunky Ring. So Chunky Ring is winning. Okay, we have 10 votes. Can we get 2 more votes?
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
Participate.
Come on, guys. Let's get 2 more votes. 2 more votes, and I'll do a backflip.
Yeah, she's gonna do a backflip live on air if you do 2 more votes.
Yeah.
If you do 3 more votes, she'll do a front flip. I would love to see you try to do a backflip. Will you try? At least.
I mean, define try.
Do a cartwheel.
I can't.
What?
I can't. I'm not like a coordinated person. I don't know if you've ever met me, but
first time actually. No, I'm kidding.
Second
time.
In person.
Yeah.
We met in Max, briefly. But like I met so many people at Adobe Max. Oh, we got 12 votes. Okay, you know what that means.
All right, backflip time.
If I don't make it, my show goes to Jacob.
Sweet. Okay, here we go.
All right. I'm not gonna do it. Don't worry.
Wow! Incredible backflip.
Okay, let's get back to the show.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
I'm an Olympian.
Are you?
No.
Really?
Look at me.
Yeah, you could be an Olympian.
Look at me.
I'm looking up a Scrub Daddy so I can.
Amazing. And we got Chunky Ring also is winning.
Chunky Ring.
We're gonna do
a
Chunky Ring.
For Chunky Ring right here.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the heart one. It could be the star. This one's pretty sick.
That one's pretty cool. Yeah. The dope Chunky Ring.
Cody Bear says the class, the poise.
Thank you. That's what you came here for, right?
Yes.
It's a classy Adobe Live show.
Jess is an Adobe acrobat.
That's sick.
I love that, Monica. I'm going to get a screenshot of me doing that, and I'm putting that right under.
That's
love
awesome.
it. Overturf Design Studio, who is Steven, who is going to be on the next stream, and he's just in the green room over there. He says the show is coming off the hinges. Yes, it is.
It was never on, though.
It was never on. We never had hinges.
What hinges?
Yeah. And here we go. This is the schedule for today. It's crazy all day.
It is an extravaganza. We are taking over
extravaganza.
Power Hour. I'm glad that they ran the Power Hour.
I like
think that's
it.
fun.
I like it. Those glasses are good for your eyes in the studio light. Yeah. Why do you think Elton John has? Oh, I just thought it was a style choice. But the truth is, it does help my eyes. Especially, I can't wear them while I'm designing, obviously, because it'll mess up like the color.
But it'd be funny.
I guess.
It's a good bit.
The truth is that they say like, oh, when you're looking at life through rose-colored glasses, very true. Everything is so much prettier. It's like,
funny. Can I make the Scrub Daddy small?
Yeah, you could do it whatever size you want. Whatever. Scrub baby.
Scrub baby. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sean says that Elton John is blind now. Is this misinformation?
Is that a joke?
Is this a joke?
I'm confused.
Monica said, I heard pink lenses help with migraines. Maybe they do. I've
also heard that.
I get migraines actually a lot. I'm actually rocking a sick headache right now. I took 3 Advil this morning. Hasn't kicked in, but I'm unfortunately used to it.
That is the way of the game.
That's what it is. I've always had headaches, and I've always had high cholesterol. So
it's very unrelated.
No, believe it or not, I actually think they are related because it's the type of foods that I eat.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I think maybe the headache is because we were out last night and I didn't get as much sleep as I needed.
A ripe 9 p.m.
Yes, but I am from New York, so 9 p.m. is 11 p.m. and I'm usually in bed at 11:30.
11 p.m.
And then I woke up at 5:45 this morning.
Why?
Because I'm living in the future. I'm on New York time. 5:45 is 8:45 New York. That's past my bedtime, my wake up time.
Does this look like a scrub daddy to you? It kind of looks scary. I don't know if it's giving
it's
scrub
okay.
daddy.
It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be.
It needs to be good enough.
It looks like one of those rag dolls, Raggedy Ann.
Yeah, it does kind of look like Raggedy. Maybe if I make it yellow.
Yeah.
I'm doing some sketch mode. It takes me a while to get like the actual likeness of like these types of things. If that makes sense. And I'm kind of going on the fly. So
Monica says that if I put peppermint oil on the back of my neck, it'll distract from headaches.
Oh.
Huh.
That's insane.
I have peppermint oil at home. I guess I'll try that when I get home because inevitably I'll have another headache.
I take medication for my migraines.
Oh, you have like
prescribed. Yeah.
I'm not. Thank God I'm not there yet. Like if I take 80 Excedrin, I'm good.
Perfect. That's my prescription. My breakfast.
Yeah, that's my breakfast. My trinkets.
My trinkets. I'm going to make another layer, one of a million, and switch back over. So you don't use Fresco?
I don't.
You should.
I've tried so many times. I'm so weird about it.
It's so fun. Like, I don't know.
I'm going to try again. I think every single stream that I'm on, I'm like, I'm going to try Fresco next time.
It's fun. Like, it just feels very smooth. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit. Because...
Why?
It's a little, like, slower. Like, the smoothing, I guess, if that makes sense. It makes me slow down.
Oh, I like it.
Makes
I like
it feel
that.
Nice.
It's work smarter, not harder, you know? Like... You're creating something really cool, and it's also like your idea in your head that you're just putting out there, you know?
100%.
100%.
100%. And I also like this little thing to cheat as well.
Yeah.
That's not actually cheating, but this little.
God, Monica said Fresco would be so fun for the next Making Decisions. The decision is going to be that my show gets canceled because I don't know what I'm doing.
No. They would never.
Gonna get that on paper.
A world without making decisions in art magazine
it's not
a world I want to be in. That sounds like vaguely threatening. I promise it's not.
Oh, it's not a threat. It's a promise.
Oh no! Oh no!
I like how you're using the mirror tool. Is
the symmetry
tool. Yeah.
It's something I've been using more recently in like. I guess. Oh my gosh! I cannot connect this. With a Fresco in general.
I like it.
And I don't know, it makes it easier to just make things look
totally
weird.
Yeah. Evens things out. Again, another work smarter, not harder.
Oh, yeah.
That's really like what all of these creative tools are about, right? Because like, I think graphic design was done pre-computers. It was just done differently. You had to cut everything out. My mom used to do that. Mm-hmm. And like... Oh, I should have told her I'm streaming today. Before the next stream, I'll tell my parents to pop on.
She can watch the VOD.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Hey, you got to show up live.
Yeah, she usually does. But yeah, all of these tools are here to just like help us be more creative and like push the boundaries of what we could do in a certain amount of time. Mm-hmm. Like I know that like I not that I couldn't do this by hand, but it would take me significantly longer because, we have Control Z and all of that, and we have the backspace, and we have the erase and whatever.
Like doing more tactile art. Yeah, I agree. I appreciate having digital tools and being able to just kind of freeform stuff. And,
totally.
I don't know, what's the word? Like automate some of the process.
Absolutely. Like, being able to like make the circle, like just become that circle is pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. I do have a question for the chat. What Adobe tool / product is your favorite? Mine is Illustrator. But I want to know what you guys are into. Yeah.
I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to say Fresco. I don't know.
It's not controversial.
I'm so Fresco pilled, and it's bad.
Fresco pilled.
I am. It's good.
I don't know if I've ever like heard that term.
No?
I don't know.
It stems from some crazy stuff.
Oh.
I think.
Controversy.
I just realized.
Oh, Lightroom. Katrina uses Lightroom a lot.
I also need to play with some Firefly. I wonder if I can do that on my iPad.
Oh, I don't know.
Probably.
How are we on time?
I think we're
What time
only
is it?
halfway.
Oh my gosh.
Which is pretty cool.
Nice.
We're just chugging along, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so Katrina says Lightroom. Monica says Illustrator for iPad and After Effects.
Oh,
Very
sick.
cool. Monica's After Effects work has been pretty incredible.
It's crazy.
She's been doing 36 Days of Type with collabing with a bunch of other artists to animate their work. She did mine also, actually.
Yeah, I saw.
For the letter A.
collaboration alone, I feel like, is so much work, but to do the 36 Days of Type on top of that is like...
Dude, I can't even like curate the 36 Days of Type on Women of Type. I'm doing it once a week, and I'm doing a collection because I'm like, I don't have the brain power. So like, kudos to anybody that does.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're cooking. We're
cooking,
getting
we're
somewhere.
cooking.
We've got a Tamagotchi drawn. Let's do a little stretch.
Should we take a midstream stretch?
Yeah,
all right, everyone
do your stretches.
Hands up. Let's do.
A little bit of this.
Oh, that feels like nice, actually. I think right before the stream, I was like, I don't think I've stretched in 8 months.
All right.
Okay.
Back to it, baby.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, I realize I still have this hat on. I'm going to keep it on for the whole stream.
It's beautiful. It looks
you.
great, yeah.
Can we get a fact check? Can I run Firefly on my iPad? Is that a thing? Because I want to try to make this look animated and cool.
Yeah.
You know, do something fun with it.
I'm going to open up my laptop. Hopefully not everything just pops up. I mean, I don't have anything. It's just stuff for my stream later.
Mm-hmm. That's what they all say.
Yeah. It's my OnlyFants account. That's what my YouTube account name is, by the way. OnlyFants.
It's very good.
I was so shocked that it was available. Okay, what was I looking for? If we can run Firefly.
On iPad. Because if not, we might need to do some finagling. And I might need to...
All right. You can run Firefly on iPad, but not through a dedicated app. Adobe Firefly. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's worth just trying.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah. That's what this is all about, trying things out.
Absolutely.
Is the text hand-drawn or it is a font? It is hand-drawn.
It is hand-drawn.
By the Jacob Paris himself.
But I will say, like I said, I'm using a little bit of a guide. This is from Chris Piasek.
Piasek? Chris
yeah,
Piasek.
I'll show you.
He's very talented.
Like, yeah, this right here.
Okay, cool.
So I kind of use it as a bit of a guideline, and then I'll like manipulate it.
Nice.
It's just a nice little stamp, so I can just like throw it in.
Amazing.
Like that.
Love that.
Yeah. It's nice that he
put that out there.
Yeah, because I don't know. I felt very. I see monkey paw, monkey fist, which is very funny. I always felt very like overwhelmed by the idea of doing hand lettering, but I've always wanted to do hand lettering. And I could actually, I'm gonna be a funny guy and get out of this for a second and go down one of these here. I think it might be this one. This was like my first hand lettering project ever.
That's why I said I don't like frogs, but the frogs that you draw are so cute. I think frogs are scary and gross.
Yeah, it looked like this.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So I love a squiggly.
That was like my first ever hand lettering I did, and
I love it.
It was literally just like
so cute.
Watching a couple people talk about doing the process.
Yeah.
And
was it me? It better have been.
It was. It was.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, you've covered some stuff on hand lettering, so it definitely makes it feel a little less overwhelming.
Monica wants to know if the Art Maxing logo is hand drawn as well.
No, that font is from Adobe.
It better be.
And I think it's the font's Nova. It's Nova or Neva or something like something weird. It's like a 4-letter font.
Okay.
Ooh, Alex Todd in chat, actually the person that did all of the animated assets for Art Maxing. My best friend. Thanks for popping in,
Alex.
dude. Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
He's seen the art journey from start to finish for sure. He's been one of my biggest supporters, which is very nice. And he's also very talented, so you should check out his stuff wherever it lies.
Yeah.
I don't think he's very big on social media, but
okay.
he does animation.
Cool.
If you ever want to work with someone. So
I will say, speaking of social media, both Jacob and I are on social media.
We are.
At By Jacob Harris and at Chick of All Trade at Women of Type.
Oh, yeah.
Give us a follow.
Please.
Or else.
Or else we're going to stop the stream right now and go home.
Oh, I was going to say, or else I'll cry.
Oh, yeah. That's also probably a little more efficient for us being able to still have jobs.
Yes.
That's funny. Yes.
Your iPad says 10:35, and that's why I got so confused.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
it's 9:35.
I
was
connected
like,
to
where
Wi-Fi
has the
yet.
time gone? Where has the time gone?
Yeah, I'm coming from Mountain Time.
Mountain Time. Okay.
I was in the future mere moments ago. I'm actually flying to Poland in 2 weeks.
Unreal.
And I'm kind of like, it's going to be confusing because there's an 8-hour time difference.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. I've never experienced that before.
Oh.
And I'm like,
good luck.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a crazy adjustment, but like, I'm kind of curious.
How long are you going to be there for?
3 weeks, I think.
That's pretty sick.
So I'm pretty excited.
If anyone in the chat's been to Poland, drop some recs.
Any Polacks in the chat?
Yeah, if you have any Polish folks in the chat or just people that have visited.
Yeah, Eastern Europeans.
Yeah.
Have you been, well, you have. We've talked about
I haven't been to Poland.
But you've been to Eastern Europe, or like Europe in general, right?
Yeah, I've been to Europe quite a few times.
Just for fun, for family?
For fun, although I have, like, a lot of my family is from Eastern Europe, but that's a whole story for another time.
I see.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's not for the stream.
Oh, fair. Maybe off stream vibe.
Straight up, not a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I understand.
But yeah.
Have you traveled to any other places?
I spent 3 weeks in Thailand and Cambodia backpacking when I was at the ripe young age of 24.
I wish.
It was great. Very affordable.
Yeah.
The flight was the most expensive part. And yeah, I've been to a lot of places. Very, very blessed to have been able to travel.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
I definitely want to try to get out a bit more. I feel like
What's on your bucket list?
Japan, I think is everyone's,
same.
right? But like,
I want to spend like a full month in Japan.
Yeah.
How do you not?
Yeah.
You know?
I would love to go to Japan. I would love to go to the UK. Mm-hmm. Love to go to Paris because it's my last name.
Right, of course. It's your city.
It's my city.
Is anybody in your family like from Paris and that's like where? Oh, okay.
No, absolutely not.
If
I'm not mistaken, I think it's like one of those like off the boat.
My last name is Goldsmith. And it's because somebody in my family was a goldsmith.
Oh, that's sick.
But it was pronounced Goldschmied.
Schmied.
Because Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
But, they heard it and they said, Goldsmith. And that's it. But I guess it's same definition.
Yeah.
One who smiths gold. So, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, most of my family, if I'm not mistaken, very much like just stayed in this, like from the States lineage,
cool.
Tracks back to the States. For full transparency, I am adopted. So like I kind of like my lineage isn't traced to the Paris last name.
Okay, understood.
But I have done a what is it, 23andMe or whatever it is. I have done that, and I have gotten to see some cool.
Was that like really interesting to see? Like
it was crazy. Like one of the things I was really confused on was like, so part of my lineage was like linked back to Montreal. And I'm like,
oh, and now he's Canadian.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering, like, why is it Montreal? Like, I can't figure this out. French. And I was like, this is weird. Like, why is it like this? But turns out, for those people that may not know, there's actually and I'm not as educated on this, so I'm not going to speak on it like too hard, but like there's a culture of indigenous individuals who began families with French settlers. Okay. And that's a whole different culture of like French indigenous, like white passing indigenous people.
An interesting. I've never heard of it.
They're called Métis. So that's where, at least from what I was researching, because my biological grandmother was indigenous, but she was white passing. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, she was Métis. Because everything I've read, they're like, oh, they went to their reservation. So.
Really, really, really interesting.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's a whole
It's crazy
thing.
when you learn about yourself.
It is.
Honestly.
I highly encourage looking into your lineage.
Maybe don't use 23andMe anymore. But
are they bad?
They're selling their data to the government. You should delete your stuff.
Gosh. Rip. It was cool while it lasted.
Monica is going to Japan in December, which is amazing, and she wants to know what you plan to do in Poland.
Honestly, not as much fun stuff as I would like. We're visiting my wife's extended family, which is fun, of course, but like they're a little older. We're gonna be in the villages, kind of doing
that's pretty cool.
Doing the thing, being disconnected from the internet, which I'm kind of excited about.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's just gonna be a kind of like a meet the family thing, but it's gonna be hard because they all only speak Polish. Oh. So it's gonna be an interesting little transition because my wife's first language is Polish. Okay. Her parents.
So she'll be able to help you out.
Oh, 100%. She's extremely fluid. Yeah. She knows Polish better than English, I would say.
Very cool. So I do want to note that we are on the lower end of time. Okay. And I want you to be able to finish as much as you can and also kind of like show the capabilities of Firefly within this.
Maybe we can, I can see if I can really quickly, like in 4 minutes, do the text, because I think my idea with the Firefly, like, what do you call it? Like, wow, my brain
just
is
the
fried.
Firefly.
Yeah,
the Firefly.
Implementation, that's the word, is doing some text stuff, because when I was messing around with the bird, it was really wanting to make it look realistic. Okay. Like, turn it into a real bird, and I'm like, as cool as that is.
No, I like this. I like the stylisticness of it. Monica said, learn how to say delicious before you go.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Truly.
Anybody that just popped in or maybe hasn't been watching the entire time, this is Making Decisions. I'm Jess Goldsmith, and this is Jacob Harris.
Hello.
And Jacob is drawing a magpie with some trinkets. It's a trinket girly. And he's doing it on Adobe Fresco, and honestly, he's really good at it.
Thank you.
It's great.
I'm trying to
It's
go.
Great.
I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do this in 4 minutes. Maybe I'll just do trinket in 4 minutes.
Well, the sketch that you have, why don't you want to just like use the sketch as
that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Can we cut to wide for a second so I can see what I have my Safari up, so it's not like Instagram or something crazy. Let me just save this out real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll talk to chat while you're getting all of that done. Yeah. Robert says I've been to Poland 6 times.
Whoa. Wait, wow. Whoa. What's the occasion? Just
what's the occasion? I think Robert's
Robert, from Europe, right?
Robert, are you from Sweden? I think you are, if I remember correctly. So it's not as far as from, the States. It's relatively close.
Need to connect to the Wi-Fi real quick, so I'm going to do that.
Okay, cool. While we're doing that, chat, I brought the spinning wheel of death with me. The colors that you can't see are different shades of green because we're working with the green screen, but that's fine. Not a big deal. I think what we're going to do is spin this twice, and... Okay, yes, Robert is from Sweden, confirmed.
Sick.
Confirmed, he is from Sweden.
Confirmed from Sweden.
And the 2 colors that it lands on are going to be the 2 main colors that you got to start off with.
I love
They're
that.
going to be like the 2 main colors. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, spinning wheel of death. And we got, let's slow that down a bit. It's so fast.
It is very fast.
Yeah. Here, and it's also like it never ends.
What color did we get?
I don't know. It's still going.
It's still going.
It's still going. I gotta slow it down. Okay, we have, let's see, 8 is purple. We got purple. You can do any shade of purple.
I love that.
You know? And we're gonna do one more. Or do you want to spin it?
Yes, I do want to spin it. I'm also setting up Wi-Fi and stuff as we're rocking and rolling. I'm spinning.
We're spinning.
Maybe, perhaps.
We got...
Things are not wanting to load for me, unfortunately.
We've got... Oh.
Do you want to try to bring up that email? Oh, wait, actually, I got it.
We got... Okay, what is that? Okay, so we have blue and purple.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I think that's fun. Should we do... I don't know if we need to do a third one, but... Okay, chat.
I got it.
If you guys want to just throw in random hex codes into the thing and like without us, like I'm not even gonna...
that's cool.
Yeah, actually I'll look them up so I know. So I can go,
yeah.
hoo-hoo, sneaky, and then you just have to use them. You just type it in and then you figure out what it is on the spot. Also, whoa, when I take my glasses off, everything is just...
There we go.
Crazy. So yeah, throw in some random hex numbers. I'm gonna make some on my laptop.
I'm gonna go in do not disturb mode.
D&D.
I'm gonna sign into Adobe Firefly.
I'm just not gonna look. I'm gonna do... No, you don't look!
I'm sorry.
You can't look.
I'm sorry.
Okay. We got hex code. I'm gonna write it down.
Did anybody drop any in chat?
Not yet. Oh, yes, Robert just did. Robert says FF88AA.
Sick.
Okay. Ooh, that's a nice one, Robert. Okay. So we got FF88AA. I'm going to write these all down, actually, and then I'll just relay them to you. And then the one that I put in, if nobody else...
We're in.
Okay.
We're in Firefly. We've made it. Okay. We're so in.
Okay. So let's start off with your blues and purples. Okay.
All right. While you're doing that,
Cody says 79...
Start generating.
2... I can't see from 950.
I got Firefly set up if you want to do Firefly.
Amazing, yeah.
So, this is Generate Video, which I think is very cool. It's something that I've been playing around with a little bit, and it is a fun way to just like play around with your static images.
I'm excited to see how this works.
So you can just upload photos from your library, which I will do here. Click done. I agree, it is my photo. And then we're gonna animate the text, right?
Yeah.
So like what do you think would be a good prompt? Did anybody in chat wanna make a suggestion?
Maybe like bird flying away.
When I tried the bird flying, it turned it into a real bird. So I'm wondering if there should be like some text. Or we could do it turn it into a real bird. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know. I like seeing like what it does. I think you have like stylistic options.
Off of branch.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have stylistic options. So
maybe
we probably want to do vertical.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
And then there's some types of camera motion.
Those are
cool. Like maybe, I don't know, what do you think? Tilt up?
Yeah.
Tilt down? Move right?
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Let's do maybe a zoom out. That sounds kind of fun.
I like
also,
that.
someone said greedy cartoon bird hoarding trinkets.
Oh, I like that.
Absolutely correct. So this
maybe write cartoon. Maybe that'll help.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Cancel. Stop. Cancel and delete.
And then it takes a little bit of time for this to load. So while it's loading, we can start with the colors back in Fresco.
Greedy cartoon bird hoarding trinkets. It's like trying to load both at the same time.
Yeah.
But will it? Oh, greedy cartoon bird.
We have like 5 minutes.
Oh. I might not be able to get around to color then, unfortunately.
It's okay. We can just start with the color while this is loading.
I don't know if it'll load while I'm off the screen.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it does on the.
Yeah, but I'm going out of like the program.
Right, or out of the program. Okay, that's fine. Do we want to switch to my screen? Are we able to? Just for now? If not, then that is okay.
We can also just chat away.
We can chat, for sure.
The bird shift color.
Ooh, to make it
change nice.
color? Yeah.
Woo.
Okay, amazing. Woo! Okay, so I'm going to just show you the colors that were chosen for you. I wrote them all down.
I will use these in the final product.
We got the green.
That's nice.
We got the...
It's good Smitsky green.
Yeah. We got... Whoops. We got the pink, which is... I did the wrong... Whoops. Yeah. And then this color is really nice. I really like... I thought that was a really nice purpley... what do I keep doing? I think this is such a pretty palette. And then
I think really nice.
For like for the actual magpie, I was thinking because we chose like blue or we got blue and purple, like you could do like a like that's a purpley blue, and then instead of it being black, you could do like a deep purple.
Yeah,
so
you
like
should send
and that's
that
like the
over to me,
highlight.
'cause that's really fun. Also, our animation loaded.
Oh, amazing. Okay, let's shift back over. That was so fast.
It's really funny.
Yeah?
I love it. Okay. I'm gonna make it full screen. I'm gonna go a little this.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of crazy. It's cool though. It kept like it retained.
Okay,
I mean,
it's wait, he left his foot. Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
Monica says, "How are you doing on time?" We got 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, do we want to move back to coloring? What's the vibe?
Yeah. Let's go back to coloring.
Okay.
Let's color for the last 5 minutes.
Let's do some coloring. And so, what was the colors that I was given?
We got 2E8.
Oh, hello. There's a way to put in codes here, right?
Would this help if I like sent it to your phone and then like you airdrop it to yourself?
Yeah, that might work.
Or I can airdrop it to you.
Oh yeah, I airdrop it to my iPad.
Okay.
We're cooking. We're flying.
We're cooking.
Is there an easy way to grab color codes and hex codes, the actual code? I don't know. I
airdrop.
I typically, like I'll like.
Is this you?
Yes.
I know that's your name, but like I don't know if that's the iPad.
Yeah.
Okay. I just did a screenshot.
Sweet.
It's waiting. Waiting.
Maybe.
Yeah, is there an easy way to grab the color codes and hex? Yeah, I mean, I just use the eyedropper tool. That's really what it is. Jaro says, looks amazing, Jacob. Annika says, hi, Robert and Cody. And also, Jacob, hi.
Sweet. Hi, Annika. Let's drop this in real quick.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking? You said like purple for the magpie.
I think it would be cool if you did like the darker purple as like the black, and then like the blue can be like the highlight.
I like that.
Yeah.
For the coloring too, I typically like, if I'm not doing like hard round brush, I'm doing the Rizcraft brush.
Right, we were talking about those last night.
Yeah.
You really like those.
They're so fun.
Maybe I'll try these out. Are these free with...
They are not.
Oh, they are not. Okay.
They are paid. They're through
That's okay.
What do you call it? Oh gosh. I can't
Grit
remember.
Texture?
Yeah, True Grit Texture.
True Grit
Supply,
Texture,
which I really like because
same.
Great entry for drawing. But then you get these like crazy
Yeah, those are great.
like printed texture vibes.
Really cool. Can you fill in Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, but not with the texture.
You can.
You can fill
I'll show you
texture?
actually. Hold on, let me combine all these. Ooh, I am doing fun demos as fast as I can because we have like 2 minutes left.
Yeah, it's okay.
Merge. And then, so yeah, you can go in here, and if you, how do you do this? There's a mask, or like set as reference, I think is how you do this.
Yeah. But you can do it with the texture.
Sorry,
I know. Like draw in
transparency.
shape.
So you can go to, where is it? Whoops. There's a like the magic wand tool.
Okay.
And you can turn off contiguous. Click on this. It'll highlight all the black.
Ooh.
Make a different layer. Go back to the brush. Make this black. Make this big, and then if you fill it in like this, you can't see, but I'm just like coloring it in real hard.
Like the whole thing.
Yep. You'll see, whoops, yeah, turn that off, deselect, zoom in. You got a little nice texture.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's so great.
So there's a little more efficient way to do it, but we're like on our last minute and a half. So
I mean, and I think with that, are you ready to?
Think so.
To get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kick me out.
yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. Thanks for having myself and Jacob, and thank you for making decisions. Thank you for being on Adobe Live with us. But do not go anywhere because we have another episode of Making Decisions right now with Steven Overturf and myself. And then Jacob's on with Art Maxing with Steven. Yeah. And then I'm on with Jacob. So it's just...
You have to stick around to the end for the J&J.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Sweet.
See you guys in a few minutes.
Bye.
Bye.
Stick around for the party.
What I thought would be a really fun little design study would be to just overlay 2D graphics over 3D graphics. So right now, kind of what I'm doing is I'm just messing around with the curvature tool, and I'm just building out like a simple shape for this dirt here. I'm probably going to be starting these as like outlines with the stroke and then actually turning them into a fill. So I'll connect these over. Now this is like all one connected shape. So we'll group this up. So if you go up to your window, you go down to 3D materials, and you can click inflate, and then it'll make it kind of 3D. So there we go. Now we have kind of like this bubbly shape. Let's move into materials because this is where the magic happens. Here's some sand. Yeah, kind of like a dirt. Yeah. Down in the properties section, I can darken this up a little bit. Yeah, and kind of start making it look like actual dirt. Throw this behind that so it's kind of a little more.
I see.
And maybe we can go into the materials. Go like this spotted concrete.
Oh,
so
now it looks more like stone.
We're kind of getting there. I'm just kind of adjusting these properties and I can zoom in pretty detailed, which is nice. So this is kind of like the basis of our 3D. So I'm just gonna kind of go back into the outline sketching, working in the curvature tool. I'm just using the cut tool here to kind of cut off these tails. So it looks like we kind of have a nice little piece of skin sticking out there. Using the smooth tool under the object path is like, no more excuses to say that I'm a bad drawer. You know, like it makes it so much easier to like essentially add like, I think the word is fidelity. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. It's cute, right? I mean, right now, I'm kind of just doing some of the same, breaking down some of these characters through these outlines. All I'm doing is just taking my illustrations and using the object expand feature just to make them objects. So the way to boot up Adobe Colors, it's all in browser. It's really, really easy. You just want to copy over whatever hex code that you're using. In this case, it's this one. And if you go over here and go to Adobe Colors, you'll have this palette generator. And you can just go into monochromatic, come down here, click this little change color icon, paste this in, hit enter, and then you have like an array of colors. So what are we thinking? How are we feeling about this weird like juxtaposed like 2D into 3D? It's weird, right?
It's so cool.
I kind of like it. Now we can do my favorite part. I've been like really, really attached to this typeface. So I'm just gonna add like a goofy little background. So yeah, we learned a lot about like the aspects of working in 3D, which I think is really cool, and kind of doing these really fun mixed media would probably be the right word, technique. And thank you guys for watching so much.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Welcome back to Making Decisions. I'm Jess Goldsmith, and we have my friend Stephen Overturf here. And Stephen, why don't you tell everybody about yourself, who you are, where you're from, what you do, your social security number, etc.
We're gonna hold off on that last part.
Cool.
But no, first time on stream, so I'm really excited, really pumped. Thank you for having me. Thank you for Adobe Live for having me. So yeah, my name's Stephen. From Arkansas by way of Houston. So I live in Houston now. Work there as a designer. So yeah, that's kind of it. I have a dog named Grizzly. I know we were talking about dogs.
Oh,
so
yeah. Actually, if you can send a picture to me or airdrop it over to Jacob so we can get a picture of Grizzly up there.
Of course, 100%.
And Stephen, you can see Stephen's work at Overturf Designs.
Yeah, Overturf Design Studio.
Overturf Design Studio, spelled exactly the way it sounds on Instagram.
Yep.
Amazing. Yeah, we're going to get a picture of Grizzly up there.
On the beach. So
yeah,
excited about that.
Joseph says, Stephen Overturf, the legend in the flesh.
I don't know about that.
I think so.
Aspect of
Texas gang. Hi, Stephen. Yeah. Emily wants more dog content.
Yeah, well, it's
next
coming.
time I'm here, I'm gonna get like a dog mask. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be weird. Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you're gonna be designing today.
Yeah, so I've already kind of illustrated this idea. So bringing it into Illustrator, and then we're gonna be tracing over it, and then making some color decisions, some font type decisions along the way. Hopefully we have time to finish it. And so once we get to the end, maybe mock it up on a t-shirt. So
amazing.
The summer's coming up. I played pickleball for the first time a few months ago, and I was like, you know what, this is a good idea.
I've never played pickleball, but I like pickles.
It's fun, yeah. So with your show being food themed all the time.
Yeah, this is what we found out.
I have to have some sort of like food thing. And I know one of the last episodes I watched of yours, pickles got brought up. And so
they get brought up. There are a few common things that happen. We are always talking about animal facts, and we always bring up food and kind of specifically pickles, and Shrek seems to come up a lot.
The green pickle thing is definitely a Shrek thing. So.
Yeah. So many decisions to make as per Emily. Okay, so let's...
There's Grizzly on the beach.
Oh, there he is.
He's the most fun and entertaining and... Yeah, crazy dog.
What a sweet angel. I'm gonna send over a couple of pictures of Ruby and Stanley because they're not up there, but they need to be because they're cute. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get started. You are in Adobe Illustrator.
I'm an Illustrator. Okay. I work fast.
Amazing.
And so I'm gonna try to be as fast as possible, and you may get a headache watching how I
zoom
totally around the artboard. So we'll start kind of from the end of the paddle.
Okay.
All right. So I like to make shapes.
This is not how I would do it, and I love that it's not how I would do it.
Yeah, and then I picked up a tip from our friend Tyler.
I was just going to say, this feels like Tyler.
On the like perspective tool thing.
Okay.
If I can figure it out.
Very cool.
Oh, it's here. There we go.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of making, what is that? An octagon?
Octagon. How many sizes is that? 1, 2,
yeah, it's 8.
4. Yeah, octagon, 8.
So I'm kind of like making that kind of perspective a little bit. And then, and then.
Do you need a mouse pad, by the way?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
cool.
Can you hear that? Is that too much?
I mean, I hear it because I'm next to you. I don't know if we need it. Yeah.
And then so I just kind of start building out. I like to use shapes a lot and just build out from it.
Yeah, that's super cool. I really like that. Monica says that Jess's niches are food, animals, and type. Yes, correct. You are correct.
And then hopefully we can add
no pug butts, Sean. Yeah, pug butts. That's literally. Don't even lie. You guys are only here for pug butts. You're not going to get it. You're going to get design. Sorry.
Stanley snoring is, oh my gosh, every week.
It's great.
So I also have some brushes that I've had for a while.
Are these did you make these? Did you download them?
I did not. I downloaded them.
Cool.
I think I purchased them, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine. You're allowed.
Yeah. But for the most part, I'm probably just going to do the outline of everything and make.
Yeah. Oh, Monica wants to know if you're a trackpad master too. I believe that he is not.
I can use the trackpad.
But you don't prefer it.
I don't prefer it. It's definitely if I'm in a pinch or I don't have my mouse on me.
I think we were talking about that last night. You were I prefer a mouse, but I can use a trackpad. Yeah. And I said, I prefer a trackpad, but I can use a mouse.
Yeah. So
Katrina says, pugs!
I mean, I can definitely do some damage on a trackpad, but I don't, it's not my go-to for sure.
Wow, we are getting some anti-pug butt propaganda in the chat. Hey, listen. Listen here. What, you guys don't like my pugs? Well, they're not going anywhere. Yeah, you do work fast. Damn, that's great.
Let's see here. I need to make this smaller so I can see everything. I have that song stuck in my head now.
What, do, 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 do.
No, the pump
Do,
it up.
do, do, do,
Gotta
do,
pump
do,
it
do. Okay, that's all we can afford of that song.
Yeah, no more than 6 seconds.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So we're just gonna continue to build out like the grip of this, which
It's really cool.
may take some time.
I like the like I like that you're not using a stroke and you're actually building it out. Like that's pretty cool.
I could use the stroke, like that's why I have those like brushes over there. But I think it just the way like the eyedropper tool works with brushes sometimes.
Yeah. I have a problem with that
can get really
too.
tricky, and then like I've got to go change my settings. And yada. And so
Sean said one stream and I've seen enough of it for the rest of my life, meaning the pug butts. But on the other side, Katrina says, I love pugs and I want to get one. Katrina, you can hang out with my dogs. I should have showed you pictures of them last night.
my old boss in Arkansas has 2 pugs.
Yeah.
And they're like therapy pugs now, which is really cool.
All pugs are therapy pugs.
And I think most dogs are, I feel like, in that regard.
Monica says, hello, Behance chat.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
Hello.
So we're just freaking
We're
grooving.
going through this. I need to connect to the Wi-Fi on my phone. So while I am doing that, do you want to just kind of like talk through your brain?
Sure. I mean, like, I'm not an illustrator by trade. So like
It seems like you are.
well, thank you. I'm a graphic designer, brand guy who likes to draw sometimes. And
I mean,
so
you're good at it.
I like doing merch. So whether it's a t-shirt or like a sticker or a pin or a hat or something like that, like I like to buy things. So like I want to make things to buy.
Yeah, I hear that.
So that's where kind of this idea comes from a little bit.
Totally.
And then once we build out this grip, I've got some things to add to it. So like, remember the jazz cup that you would get like at a like gas station?
That thingy,
from like the 90s.
Yes.
So like the art of the paddle is gonna be a inspired version of that.
Oh. Okay. We're good.
What's going
The
on?
art of the paddle is going to be inspired by that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Do you work in Photoshop ever?
Yeah. I think
Like for illustration stuff? Like
sometimes, not really.
for me, I just bring it in for texture.
Yeah, exactly. And so like if I'm building something out and I'm like, oh, I want this to look grungy, I'm gonna like do it and then pull it back into Illustrator and then like live trace it or something like that. But
Monica wants to know if you ever use the pencil tool or if you are a pen guy.
no, I'm a pen tool all the way.
I hate the pen tool.
And so that's why I'm cranking through this.
I am.
Like
I will like
pencil tool's
never
cool.
understand how this works. I use the curvature.
The Bezier curves.
I just like don't get it. But I love the curvature tool because I feel like it's a really good like mix between a few things. Between the whatever this is, the pen tool and the pencil, like there's a lot of freedom with it without it being like, this feels like so mathematical to me, and that's why it freaks me out, I think.
And I like live by shortcuts too. So like, I mean, you see me Command X all the time. Like this is a fill right now. Command X changes that, and so I like am constantly like
you hear that? Command X for
or
the
Shift X.
Shift X.
Shift X. Yeah.
Write that
Shift
down,
X.
folks.
So I'm like my fingers are on shift as like all the time, like 24/7.
Love it.
And then for this, like I don't try to be like super exact. Like I like my illustrations to kind of have.
Yeah, you want it to feel like an illustration.
Right. And so everything may seem a little off, like when you zoom out, but like everything feels.
It doesn't feel off to me. It looks great. It looks amazing.
Feels kind of consistent.
And you just sketched this out, like.
Yeah, I try to like even if it's like if I'm making logos or a poster
you
or
want to
something.
start off with a sketch.
I'm gonna start off with a sketch and try to get it as close to like the final product as possible.
Okay.
And so when I come into Illustrator,
It's just like easy peasy.
yeah, it doesn't take me like a super ton of time.
Amazing.
But then sometimes I won't even sketch anything out. If I have like an idea in my head that is easy, it's gonna be like a quick go-to.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I need to just lay out some type or
And this was like a digital sketch.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monica asked if it was a digital sketch or like physical. Sometimes I do both. Sometimes I'll do like a really, really ugly physical sketch version, then bring it in to do like a not as bad digital sketch.
The napkin illustration,
yeah.
you know?
Oh, I have a sketchbook, but yeah, that too.
See, here I'll probably do like a more stroke instead of the drawing out the entire shape there.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of like a simple area. So let's see. The angle on this is interesting too. So, because
Yeah, I love how you did that.
the stroke all the way around would get weird. So I've got to figure out how to.
Well, you use like the skew tool, but I guess if you draw it out. Well, you know what you could do? You can use the stroke and then just outline your stroke so it becomes that shape.
Yeah.
That's
see.
kind of what I do when I'm working in something like this.
Let's see if that.
Very cool. Okay, and you said that we're going to be like picking some fonts.
Yeah.
Do we like have a phrase we're going to be working with?
No, I think that's something that we could come up with. Like,
Okay.
So, what is the shirt for? Is it for like
Okay.
a pickleball social club? Is it for an event? So, I've got
Okay.
these rectangles back here
So-
where some text can go.
Yeah, let's
So-
have the chat decide. So we have pickleball club,
Okay.
pickleball.
Ooh,
What else? What's pickleball? What does pickleball do?
it's a paddle sport,
Okay,
and there's like a court and a net.
so let's do.
and
Okay.
you're the like queen of like copywriting, so like or naming things.
I didn't even name my own show. Emily did. She doesn't even remember.
Oh,
She
that's
blacked
funny.
out. She blacked out. She said making decisions, and then she passed out.
Oh, that's right. That's
Monica
it's
said,
one
I just looked at Steven's logos here on Behance, and they are incredible. Yes,
Oh,
he
well, thank
is
you.
so talented.
I try to like.
Nagura Art says, hello, guys. Thanks. It looks so clean to be a digital sketch. It looks too clean to be a digital. It is a digital sketch. Okay, Monica says, my friend went to a pickleball singles event. Ooh, so let's do that. Let's do
go.
like, okay, one of them is a singles event.
Okay.
Let me write this down. Hold on. Okay. Singles event. Let's do like professional, like really professional, like tournament, like get real serious about it. So
Okay.
serious tournament.
Like headbands and everything.
Yeah. Like dodgeball, the movie
Yes,
Dodgeball.
Purple cobras.
Yeah. Purple cobras. And what else? Emily said that is an accurate representation of events. And then like, what's the third one? The third one I want it to be like, it's a pickle company.
Okay.
It's a pickle company. So, okay, mods, Cody, can we get a poll for singles event, serious tournament, or pickle company, like the food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? I don't eat pickles, so I wouldn't know what. Like, I know that's probably like blasphemy.
You can get out of here.
On
you
your
can
show.
leave. What are pickles?
No, I didn't say that. I was like, I don't eat pickles.
No, but you were gonna say what are?
Oh, what are some pickle like?
There's dill pickle, kosher pickle, bread and butter pickle, sour pickle, half sour pickle. There's lots.
I used to. Well,
They
I
have,
will
like,
say when
special
like
pickles.
Lay's did the like a pickle flavor.
And you liked it?
I liked that.
Have you tried? Wait, have you tried a pickle?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. He's having flashbacks.
Let's not.
How
let's
long
not-
ago?
Let's not say we did. I mean, it's been a minute. I mean,
Because
like,
I-
there have been times where I've ordered a burger and it was
there's
accidentally
pickles.
on there. and
Like
then-
I don't eat onions or peppers.
Yeah,
and-
me either. I'm like
Yeah.
very.
Oh, I think I
picky.
think I remember us talking
Yeah.
about. Is it the texture? Oh, gherkin. Yeah, gherkins are good. I feel like we had this conversation. For you, is it the flavor or the texture or both?
It's the flavor. I just have
Okay.
never cared. I don't know.
Yeah, I never cared for them.
I'm never like, this is not good.
Yeah.
So.
For me, with onions and peppers, it's the texture, but with peppers, it's also the flavor. Like a bell pepper is disgusting to me.
Oh.
You couldn't pay me to eat a bell pepper. I can handle like a sautéed onion in like as an ingredient, but like I'm not gonna do that. Ugh. My mother-in-law makes an amazing spanakopita. It's a Greek spinach pie dish.
Oh, okay.
And she always makes me a separate batch with no onions.
That's how like growing up, like, I'm a huge sweets guy. Like our whole family is.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And
Monica said pickleball musical. Okay. Wait.
I don't really like what it. Sure.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know. Wait. I don't know if Cody. Rick Overturf says Stephen Overturf. Is that your dad?
Hey, Dad. What's up?
Hey, Dad. That's great.
Pretty Ricky is like we like to call him.
That's what you call your dad, Pretty Ricky?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He probably hates that I'm like telling the whole world that now.
Gorgeous Ricky.
So
Regina Ricky.
we kind of have like the paddle pretty much done.
Yes.
Outside of like the art that's going to go on it. So we'll go ahead and make that. So I pre-made some stuff because I didn't know how long this would take. So this is my version of the jazz cup, right? So these little.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what those were.
These two elements.
I like it.
And I have some colors. We don't have to stick by them because
we don't have to.
You know.
Oh, okay. We have the phrases going on.
Like.
Right now it's a singles. Oh.
This is like your typical jazz cup color.
Yeah.
Or I think it's.
So there's also like a pink in there.
I thought it was just purple and blue.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Do you want me to Google it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also have some other stuff that I think would look really good. I know you're a huge pink fan.
Yeah.
And so.
Oh, you're right. There's no pink in there.
Pink and orange is also here. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go.
Okay, hear me out. What if you did the Making Decisions colors?
That's fine.
Pink and orange.
Yes.
Okay. Yay.
I think what kind of pink? Maybe like hot.
You could do a hot pink, yeah. I'm trying to get the link for this to send to my parents. Tell them that I'm on now. Forgot to let them know.
So kind of like how we use like the perspective tool a while ago. I'm gonna do the same for
this
artwork.
to like get it on there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Monica said Taco Bell. That's so funny. I've never had Taco Bell, and I don't plan on ever having it.
I have many times.
Yeah. I love Mexican food. I'm not really a fast food girl.
That's okay. I am a fast food guy, I guess.
Fast food girly.
All right, so we have this.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna use.
Dopegasm says this is fire.
Oh, thanks.
It is fire.
So I'm gonna do the perspective of the paddle.
Emily's freaking out. Emily, let me tell you why I've never had Taco Bell. So, growing up keeping kosher, Taco Bell is not kosher. So I obviously never had it in my childhood, and then as an adult, I was just kind of like, I don't know, I'm good on that. So I never felt like it was anything I'm missing. I think it's probably the same reason that I don't really care for any seafood. There's two parts of that. One is that shellfish and a lot of other type of seafood isn't kosher, but also my mom has this really strong aversion to fish, and I think I just picked up on that, like tuna, salmon, whatever, all of that. Yeah. Monica said if I lived in New York City, I probably wouldn't eat at chains either. I don't think it's the New York City of it all for me. This looks great, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're rocking.
We're rolling.
Kind of want more of that art in there.
Okay, Jacob popped out for a second, but when he comes in, I'm going to ask him to click on the poll so we can figure out what phrase we're doing. And then maybe, can I choose some fonts for the people to...
Yeah.
Okay. For the people.
I'm going to make the grip a color
yeah,
too. So
you do your
we're
thing.
We're going to go in here and just build out I like to work in this must sound weird. I like to work in a lot of different layers, so I have control.
That doesn't sound crazy.
Over, yeah, okay.
That sounds smart.
I'll probably make this even quicker. As many layers as possible.
Yeah.
Not as many layers as possible. Just I want to be able to have control over every little thing.
Yeah.
And so, whether it's just changing a color or changing a shape,
sure.
where I think it used to I would be,
Yeah.
how do I connect all this stuff and then merge it and then,
For sure.
okay, now
I
I
like
wanted
that.
to change something and now I can't.
It's so interesting
So.
seeing everybody's process. Robert says New York City is pizza town. Absolutely. I am a pizza snob. And then Emily said, I hear you, my Kyle is the same way. What do you mean you're Kyle?
You're a Kyle.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Emily, please let us know what you mean. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to choose some fonts. Okay. I have to make sure that they are... Actually, I don't know what fonts that you have, so maybe we'll wait a bit. We'll wait a bit on that. Yeah. I'm also going to pop in to the Adobe Live on here so I can see where the poll is at. Maybe, okay. Right now it's singles event 40 and pickle company 40. We got 10 votes. Guys, I'll do another backflip if we can get 12 votes.
Wait, you can do a backflip?
No.
I'm like, this is new information for me.
All right, I'll do a front flip. Let's go. Let's get 2 more votes. I want to get to 12. Come on, you guys. Let's do it. Monica wants to know if you've ever dabbled in Fresco.
I've touched it, yeah, a little bit.
Your mom's name is Kyle. That's such a cool name. You've touched it, yeah? You've played around with it there?
I think, like, yeah, I've touched it.
Yeah.
I've played around with it.
Okay, cool.
I don't illustrate a lot, so I just use whatever.
For someone that doesn't illustrate a lot, this is pretty incredible. Dopegasm says, his workflow is the reason I don't call myself a graphic designer. He moves so efficiently.
It's
amazing. Oh, guys, we have 11 votes. We need 1 more if you want me to do a backflip.
And then I'm gonna go into like the appearance panel. So I have this like white stroke.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it orange though. I think I'm gonna keep it white, but I'm gonna add a stroke on top of it.
Okay, cool.
And then make that orange.
Beverly's Pizza in... Oh, it's a sleeper. Love you.
I want that.
Monica with the... I love that little emoji.
So we got some retro vibes going on here.
That's sick. Were you born in 92?
I was born in 92.
I was wondering because it's a...
Got a birthday coming up.
When's your birthday?
Well, it's kind of like a couple months away.
Oh. Well, everyone's birthday is always coming up.
Yeah. I got a new one.
Yeah.
July 24th. But also,
amazing.
happy birthday, Andrew Hockrattle.
Happy birthday to you. Where's my hat? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Andrew.
Oh, I think, where did
Happy
the other,
birthday to you.
I'm gonna look weird because I have a bald
Happy
head.
birthday, Andrew. I don't think that you're still on the stream, but we love you.
I do have a bald head, so it's kind of...
It's great.
weird.
You
I
look like a
I
unicorn.
look like an upside down ice cream cone.
Oh, that's nice.
That's okay.
Bliss is here. Hi, Bliss. Hello. Thank you for being here. Okay, I am going to see... Okay, we have 12 votes. Okay, guys, sorry. We actually need 1 more vote because we're back at it being even again. So 1 more vote and I'll do the backflip. Basically, and don't vote for serious tournament. You have to vote for singles event or pickle company. We just have to break the even score.
Oh, where did my...
Nick is here. Nick Longo, hello.
Oh,
Double trouble on the stream
Nick
today. Hey,
Longo,
bud.
What's up?
Nick, can you vote on this poll? We need this poll to
wrong pink.
break the evenness.
There we go.
I did say 12, Robert, but I need an answer and I can't. I just need it to break. I need to break the evenness. 42-42.
I think I have my paddle.
Oh, Pickle Company. Oh. Okay, we got it. Pickle Company at 14 votes, 50%. I'm gonna end the poll, and actually, I'll wait till Jacob gets back to do my backflip, so we can zoom out and see me doing it. But thank you, everybody. Okay, so Pickle Company. Here's the thing.
Okay.
We need to name the Pickle Company.
We almost have our paddle done.
Looks great.
I think what I want to do is make like a little indent pickle on the bottom of the paddle.
That's cute.
So I am going to
attention to detail.
I am going to use I'm going to use the arc tool because it's like that's all I need. And then we're going to make a pretty. Okay, let's see. There we go. Let's keep going. just to do this real fast.
I'm gonna get some pickle company names to
Yeah.
kind of. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta add some. I call them pickle warts, but there's probably some like the bumps and the
Yeah, they're pickle warts. Yeah, why not?
warts is probably like too much of a grotesque name for pickle.
Yeah, it's okay.
But-
Okay, the first name that I have is. Oh my God, Andrew, you are here. Did you hear
He's
us
back.
singing "Happy Birthday" to you?
He's back. Probably not.
Jarring Pickles Company. I like that. Okay, so we got Jarring Pickles Company, and then can we do like dill with it? That's just like an easy one, I
that's
guess.
good.
Oh, thanks for the birthday song, y'all. Yeah, of course. Okay,
And then I'm gonna make that like same indention.
yeah. Oh my God, this is so Tyler.
Well. Yeah.
No, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
It's definitely a compliment.
We'll do. So this is gonna be like a darker orange.
Okay, yeah, make the
because
shadow.
the
What I kind of like to do is I'll use black and then I'll do like an overlay to change the color. Yeah.
So.
Robert says, great idea to make pickles with the arch tool.
That doesn't look good.
Jacob, I promised the people another backflip. Can we get a full screen? All right, guys. You ready?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna stretch.
I don't know where this is going.
You ready? Let me move the chair.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Got him.
That works too.
Woo! Champion! All right, back to our regularly scheduled program of pickles.
So, and then let's add that like small black stroke. I don't know if that works. Ooh.
Nagura Arts
something's
asks,
not working there.
my Photoshop generative fill tool crashes while it's processing, and I have to use Task Manager to close it and try again. What could be causing the issue? So I'm not like a tech person. However, I would assume that maybe you need to make sure that your Photoshop is up to date, and maybe your like your cache or whatever in your computer, like if you're running out of memory or something, it could be that. I don't know. Also, wait, Dopegasm says, Jess, please not today. I just got dumped. Wait, what do you mean?
There we go.
Dopegasm, I'm sorry you just got dumped. Unless it was a bad relationship, and then I'm so happy for you.
All right.
That looks so cool.
It's
so
I
subtle.
think we're done with the paddle.
Wait, but Dopegasm spilled the tea. And also, not today what? Don't do my backflip? Pickle Your Fancy is a good one.
Yeah, you keep coming up with names.
I'm not coming up with them.
Or the
Monica
chat, the
Okami's
chat.
coming up with them.
All right. So we have the paddle. I'm gonna move it over, and then we're gonna move on to the pickleballs, the actual pickleballs.
Are you gonna like do all of them individually or just do one?
I'm just gonna make one and then like rotate it.
That's what I would do too.
And so I like did some prep work, and I found a pretty fun or pretty easy way to.
Dopegasm said you with the front flip. It was a back flip, okay? If you knew anything about aerobics, you would have known that. If you knew anything about the Olympics, you would have known that.
And then I'm gonna use a newer tool, a newer Illustrator tool. I don't use a ton, but I like it a lot. It's the Objects on Path tool.
Yeah.
So we've got
That's new.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6,
so
7,
smart.
8. So we have 8
Wow.
like, ovals.
That is really,
There's 4.
really smart.
All right.
I would have not even thought to do that.
Yeah.
How did that come to your brain to
don't
be
know.
like, oh, I'm gonna do,
I
do it like this?
want it on a pad, like when you're looking at a pickleball and it's got all these holes.
Dopegasm said, yes, I got dumped, but shh, he's paying for my Adobe Creative Cloud account. That's so funny.
So
I'm sorry that you got dumped.
That's not. Nope.
No, you could turn them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you could turn them.
Well, I can just turn them here too.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah,
And then I'm
sick.
gonna remove that outline, and then I've still got a couple more holes to figure out. Let's see.
I know I'm not expecting Dopegasm to tell us the whole tea about the breakup on the live stream. Don't worry. But I'm thinking maybe for my next show on Tuesday, maybe we do like a like a sorry you got dumped card, or like a thank God that relationship ended. We hated that person.
A breakup card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ever have like, you know, your friends in a relationship with like a horrible person and they break up and you're like, I'm sorry that you're sad, but I'm so happy you are no longer with this person anymore? Same.
So I like to make copies of everything. In case I
Yeah,
need
of
to go
course.
back.
No, you have to. And I work very destructively also. If you saw like my last episode on Tuesday, I was just, people are like, oh, are you able to do this with Smart Object? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not gonna.
So we have,
Sick.
so there's kind of like the base. And then
Amazing.
from here, I'm going to.
I would like it very much if you did that bright, blinding yellow green.
Oh.
I know
So
that's-
we're changing color palette a little bit?
No,
I was going to do like 2 colors, but
Oh,
we
excuse moi.
can keep,
Yeah.
we can keep, I mean.
Let's
no,
do the
there's-
yellow.
There's no rules.
This is the one time I'm able to make a
Alright.
decision on my show.
All right, so let's go bright. Ooh, how green do we
Yeah,
want?
yeah. No, that last
That's
one.
good. Okay, and so the
Oh, it
trick,
hurts so much.
the trick that I learned, because I want, so like when you're looking at something that's hollow
Yeah.
and that is an object, you're getting like a little bit of the rim.
Yeah, of course. So
And
you're gonna like
so
double it
I'm
and
gonna,
make
yeah.
a.
So
Dope
copy,
gasm-
paste, and then I'm
Dopegasm's
gonna shrink it a little bit.
cracking me up. I'm sorry to interrupt. Not just turning my pain into content. And then Monica says, congratulations on dodging that bullet, your ex. Yeah, congrats.
So
We're all happy for you.
Yeah,
Chris Porter says, yo, is that your friend? Chris?
Chris Porter. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris Porter from Memphis.
Hey,
What's
Chris
up,
from
dude?
Memphis.
I grew up around Memphis, Tennessee, and so I
Nice.
know Chris from Memphis. And so again, we have this like little bit of a lip on the,
Right.
the inside of the pickleball, and then to make it even more.
Can I request that we do a
Three-dimensional.
higher contrast because it's hard to see because the,
Yeah.
oh, there you go. Okay, yeah.
Well,
Well, no, just because the color is insane. I chose it. I'm not complaining. Yeah, nice.
so now we're getting like
That's
that
so
real,
cool.
That real 3D.
Really
aspect
like
to
that.
it. But we may need to darken this one.
That's really cool.
That's probably good.
Alex Todd says you should make one an actual pickle ball. That's funny.
Oh wait, what?
Like this, but in the shape of a pickle.
Oh, I've seen there is a company out there that makes pickleballs, but the holes are like shaped like pickles.
Oh, that's so cute. I
Yeah,
should get that
that's
from my
really cool.
mother-in-law. Do you have the link for that? Send
yeah,
that to me later?
We'll find it later. Okay. And so
Okay.
there's one, and then we got another one.
Chris
up
Porter says
here.
my guy is a beast.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, you are. You're so good.
Thank you. Oh, I messed up. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Command Z. No, why is it copying?
Oh no.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
Make that a little bit smaller.
Pickleball after stream. Oh, that's Jacob Harris. You guys want to do pickleball after the stream? Not far from the hotel that we're staying at is like a mini golf course. If you guys want to do that, so
Oh, I need to grip this.
we can look into that. Chris Porter says I'm upset you're not wearing a soccer jersey,
Oh,
but Robert says smart and simple, and I agree.
I need to add.
Well, you said that you were a soccer player, right?
Yeah, I played soccer growing up.
Nice.
Really enjoy it. Try to play when I can still, but times are busy, you know.
You know what? Busy's good. Unless it's not, then I don't know.
Unless you
I don't
have
know
a
your life.
Yeah. Unless you don't have a life. Make that white. Send it. Ooh. Wait, what happened?
You might have sent it to back, and then it's like now it's like behind the pickleball.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
What about Shape Builder tool? Do you ever use that?
I'm not a big shape builder person. I don't know why. I like
Okay.
to like the last thing that I do is merge my layers, and so I want
Okay.
I want all the shapes to be there, and then like the very last thing I do.
Okay,
is kinda,
understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has their own process, and
Yeah.
like for me, I'm like if it works, it works. If it works and it's efficient, which it is, then good to go.
Unless you're building these pickleballs, then you have to be destructive.
Right.
So there we go.
Nice.
We got,
Okay.
We got 3 pickleballs and
Amazing.
a paddle ready to go.
I love it.
can even make this like lip pink.
I think I would love, I like that. I think I would love to use the spinning wheel of death to choose your background color.
Oh, okay.
and which I guess essentially would be the shirt color.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for spinning wheel of death. Unfortunately, or fortunately,
Can't
whatever,
see
you
colors.
can't see this because it's in the green spectrum and we're on a green screen. But I'll tell you guys what the colors. You want to go ahead and spin the spinning wheel
okay.
of death.
How hard?
Whatever. I'm gonna slow it down because otherwise it'll go forever. And it's. What color do you want it to be?
I like to wear white T-shirts, but I know that
You're
could
wearing
be
a
boring.
black shirt
I know.
right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
That's true.
oh.
That looks like it's green.
It's good. I don't
looks
know
like
what it's looking like. It's moving.
A purple, like a periwinkle purple.
No, it's still moving. Okay, we got it on one, and one is blue. It could be any shade.
Okay.
It could be any shade of blue.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do any shade of blue
We'll
that you
figure
want.
that out.
Yeah.
So
Chris wants to know, do you use the pen curve tool at all? Recently started using that alongside another brand that we're not going to say the name.
no, not really.
Oh wait, is that a competitor or is that a plugin? I don't know.
Astute Graphics, it's a plugin.
Oh, it's a plugin. Oh yeah, we can say Astute Graphics then.
Let's see. Okay. Where do we go from here? Oh, I'm gonna make these.
Oh wait, but do you use the pen curve tool? So I think they mean curvature tool.
This one, the one that does this.
Yeah.
No,
I love that's my
not
favorite
really.
in terms of like drawing things out.
I think I just got so used to the pen tool forever, and the pen tool in Illustrator operates the same like it does in Photoshop, and so I'm just so used to using it that I've come accustomed to it, and I don't switch off of it.
Okay,
really.
cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for answering.
We're gonna make these lines, and I have an idea. I want these to kind of like be a little textured, so I'm just gonna like,
Nice.
yeah, kind of do one of these things. It's blue because of our background.
Yeah, no, you're good to go. You could do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want on the stream. I mean, with limitations, you know, we can't get banned or fired, but you know.
We still need to pick a name.
Oh, we
and
did.
then some fonts.
Wait. So let's go. Okay, Monica Okami had so many suggestions, and I think I like Pickle Your Fancy. It was funny. Yeah, it made me laugh. Let's go with Pickle Your Fancy, and then fonts. I guess you choose 3 that you think would work well, and then we'll have chat decide.
Okay.
Yeah. That way, like, you're not completely in the dark with creating.
Yeah. Oh, we also need to add like a shadow to this pickleball paddle.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go in here and then just add a rough.
Let me tell you how I would do this. I would select the entire paddle, and then I would use
That's probably the easiest.
what's this?
We're just gonna merge all of it. I'm gonna expand it and merge
I use
it.
the Pathfinder tool to like make everything one thing, and then I send it to back, and then I make it a shadow.
That's not good.
Monica Reeves. We have 2 Monicas in the chat in case people are Somebody asked if we can give them a Tesla Model 3 or a graphics card because they've been using Creative Cloud for 5 years.
Do you have that authority?
I was going to say, I don't even have close to that type of power. But the answer is probably no. Sorry. So funny.
All right.
Grog says Vaporwave paddle. Let's go.
Gosh. Grog, I know exactly who that is.
It's Grog.
Yeah.
And Monica Reeves. So we have 2 Monicas. We have one in the YouTube chat and one in the Behance chat, just in case anybody got confused. Monica in the Behance chat says, I can never get the pen tool to work for me in Photoshop, but that's probably on me. I don't like the pen tool, and I don't ever use it. So.
And I use it.
Oh,
every day.
Monica, you're in both. Okay, it's the same Monica in 2 different chats. Well, appreciate it. Thank you for being on both of them.
Okay, so we've kind of got, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what that is. All right, so from here, we probably need to start adding some type.
Okay, so yeah, choose 3 fonts that you think would work well, and we'll have chat.
So wait, what's the name? What's the name of this thing?
Helvetica?
No. Not the type.
Right.
The
we said Pickle Your Fancy.
Pickle Your Fancy. All right. So we're just start out with And then
Zarad, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm sorry if I'm not. Says I'd be interested in those perks as well. Yeah, so would I. I would also be interested in those perks.
let's see what kind of fonts are
funny.
we talking here. I've got some stuff that I downloaded recently. Something like futuristic.
Ooh, that's fun. Okay.
Kind of matches the colors.
Yeah.
A little bit. A good script, I think. Like.
Oh, I love that font, and I
Beverly
use it all
Drive.
the time.
Beverly Drive by.
But I feel like it's been, I don't want to say overused because it's being used so well.
Yeah, it's good.
But I do feel like it's being used a lot, and especially for like the pickleball aesthetic. So I'm just gonna say I hope you guys don't pick that one, not because I don't love it, because I really do.
Cooper,
Yeah.
the Cooper Black is also
Yeah,
good.
I love that.
Also used a lot and stuff like this.
Monica wants to know if I've used Adobe for 10 years, can I get 2 Teslas? Okay, we're not giving away cars. I don't know where you guys got that from.
All right, let's go for let's do here like these. Can we do that many options?
Yeah, we have.
that
Well, maybe
possible?
put a number next to all of them, and then Cody, can we get a poll going up? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot, but no, we'll get people to vote. We'll get people to vote, and if we get 13 votes, I'll do a cartwheel.
I also want to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
Oh, we
all
also have 15 minutes left.
caps. Ooh.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're great.
All right.
You've
We'll
been
come.
showing everybody your workflow. It's incredible. You're so
thanks.
fast, and I feel like you've done a lot in such a short amount of time. Like an hour is not a long time to do, a full thing. Love that.
So that's gonna be kind of like a.
Oh, okay. We can only get 1 through 4.
Okay. Well,
So let's get rid of.
let's give it a 3.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
And then yeah.
Well, 1, 2, 4, 5.
Yeah. Whatever. You guys know.
There.
There we go. Maybe keep those like in your workspace so people can see
sorry,
them.
everybody.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah. So you guys go vote ahead. We need to get minimum 13 votes. Right now we only have 3.
So like the inspo of this, I guess, type of shirt, outside of like the colors and everything.
Yeah.
I like
You
I
can
like local businesses used to have like those like really low budget design
Yeah.
shirts and it's like whatever fonts we have on our computer.
Yeah.
And so there's
yeah,
something
yeah.
about like that idea, that aesthetic that I really enjoy.
We can also the timing should be easy enough. To use like the color changing tool afterwards just to see it like in different colorways.
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys, we got 7 votes. We need 6 more. That's on math. That's
I also
on
need
math.
to go ahead and type out your fancy.
We have 8 votes. Come on, we need 13. Do you guys want to see acrobatics or not? Because it's seeming like you guys don't want to see acrobatics. Monica says papyrus everything.
Yeah,
No.
thanks. I was always the number one enemy of Bleeding Cowboy.
Yeah.
That was the one that I just
Bleeding
could not
Cowboy
do.
is
Tough.
tough. It definitely is. Okay. Guys, 8 votes. Come on. Let's go. 9,
Sorry,
10,
I'll go
11,
back.
12, 13. 5. 5 more. 5 more of you. But you keep doing your thing while we're waiting for everyone to get their act together.
Well, it'll be like the decision will be the big type
Yeah.
up here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add in
Yeah,
some
you can.
other stuff.
Yeah, you could go ahead with that. Do whatever you got to do. Bliss says they want to see acrobatics. Okay, well then vote. All right. I see Robert in here. Robert, you got to vote. Monica, you got to vote. Chris, you got to vote. Blair, you got to vote. Zarad, you got to vote. Tempernex, I'll give you a Tesla if you vote. I'm just kidding.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we got 9. You need 4 more.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my like.
A font I think businesses need to stop using is Algerian. Like Like Algeria?
I know
Let me
nothing
see
about
if I could bring that up. I don't know if if I even have that. I know I don't have it. I'm just gonna assume that it's ugly. Yeah, I mean, she said people need to stop using it, so.
Let's turn that.
9 votes, come on. We need however many more to get to 13. I can't count. Oh, we have 11. 2 more.
What's the number you're going for?
13, because
Okay.
we needed
Oh.
like a tiebreaker or whatever.
There you go.
We have 12. One more. Let's go, people. Let's go. Get it together. Okay, so pickle is going to be like in one of those,
Yeah,
the big ones.
it's going to be
okay.
real big up here.
Nice.
I'll probably move that a little bit.
Right now, number 4 is winning. And, oh, we got 13 votes. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you to everybody that voted and participated. Okay, number 4 is the winner. I'm
Okay.
going to end the poll right there.
Super black. All right, pickle, really large.
Amazing. Oh, wait, no, that's not number 4.
Oh,
Number 4.
I was just trying to go for what I heard.
We're like, you better vote. We're not doing it. Oh, wait, so now what did I say I was going to do? A cartwheel? Okay. Jacob, if we can
This
get
has
the
become
cartwheel
like
available
a-
for me.
Oh my
Cartwheel
gosh,
screen.
why is this happening?
Okay, you figure that out while I do my cartwheel. Actually, I'll start it here. This one I can actually do. Ready?
Oh. The Olympics called.
The Olympics called. They said, get out of here.
They want their gymnast back.
The Olympics called. They said, never say our name on camera again. Chris Porter, always love a choose your own design adventure. Chris, if you love choose your own design adventure, you will love every episode of Making Decisions, which is on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern every week. Like how I did that, very
That's
natural.
So good. Good
Yeah,
plug. Good plug.
thank you.
I'm usually in the chat every week too, so
You are, and I'm expecting Chris to be in there every week.
we are going with a blue shirt.
This looks so good. I don't like that yellow on the blue, directly on the blue. It's hurting my eyes a bit. Like maybe if it's white.
What this?
The EST.
Oh, the green. Oh, that.
The
Oh,
yellow,
yeah. Let's go white. We'll probably
That
have to
looks
make the
so
text white.
sick. That's so sick, dude.
Yeah, I think.
Oh my god. Okay, and we have time to like switch up colors now. So if you
Yeah.
want to put it into your original color scheme, we could do that. But like that is so cool.
I think I wanted the balls to be orange or pink. No, it was pink.
So cool. Have you? Robert says cheater. Listen, it is my truth of a cartwheel. That is how I cartwheel in this world.
So we're gonna get.
Love this.
That's gonna go. Oh, nope.
Ah!
It's gonna go darker, and then that's gonna go lighter. No, I'm still doing it wrong.
Oh my god.
Go
Well, you
back.
were gonna do the blue and purple. Was that not your original color scheme?
Oh, no, I mean, I liked the creamsicle look, like the orange.
Bliss says you and every 3-year-old. Thank you. I have a very childlike wonder about me. I'm youthful and young.
I want to make sure that is. You can see that. Like, all right, cool. That may need to be white as well. No, we're gonna keep that pink. Maybe the lines.
So what are you
maybe
thinking
lines
with
are white.
this?
I don't know.
Okay.
What am I thinking?
What am I thinking? What's happening? Who are we? I'm suddenly craving a Capri Sun and LaCroix right
oh
now.
my gosh,
Yeah.
yes.
Totally.
And then I think I was gonna. This is not how I would normally do it, but for the sake of time, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna push.
You're
the
gonna drop shadow?
Pickle. I'm gonna pickle behind there.
Nice.
And
That looks
then-
so good. I would wear this.
And then do I get rid of the orange? Do I get rid of these things?
No, I really like it. I like those.
Okay.
Yeah. Color palette on
Maybe that's
point,
it.
and
There
I'll
we go.
plan to join the show on Tuesday sometime. Sometime or every time. They are pre-recorded. They're not pre-recorded. They are recorded if you want to go back and watch them, but it's a live show. But no, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's more fun when you join in, you know? Because then you get to make the decisions.
Okay.
So cool.
There we go.
That's great.
Maybe
That's-
there's some other stuff in there too. Let's see. Let's try to
Like put that across
do
in
something
a...
crazy.
Yeah. Like clipping mask it.
Yeah. Is it white? Is it orange?
We got 5 minutes, but
think
you
it's
were
orange.
you're the first person on
Okay.
the show to ever finish a project, and by first person I mean me.
Do I get? All right, there we go. And then even. Let's make that.
Robert says
white.
great sports poster. It's so good. It's unbelievably good. I'm not just saying that to be nice. I don't like
Yeah.
the yellow and white line behind it. I will say
Yeah,
that.
I don't
Don't like that at all. But everything else looks amazing.
I'm trying. There's something weird going on that I can't point out.
Temperneck says Jacob Harris is a super mega pro. He totally deserves a Tesla. Jacob's not even here. He will be on the next
He's-
stream.
Yeah.
And I think that he deserves all of the wonderful things in the world. Which may not be a Tesla. I don't know. Can you put a shadow at the first ball? Ahmed wants to know.
This one.
I think that's yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming. That's
Originally,
what
this
it
was supposed to be like flying.
Oh, we might have time to like. We have 5 minutes if you want to draw some like flames.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Or some spikes.
Yeah, or
something.
spikes.
Let's go.
Jess is in art director mode. Yeah, I never get to do this because I'm always the one being art directed by you guys. So this is fun. Me being like, do this, do that, put it there, make it pop. Can you make it pop? Can you make the logo bigger and make it pop?
These colors are really kind of doing that already.
Oh, the title of the stream still does say Jacob Paris for me, by the way. Oh, okay. So just a heads up. Just a heads up that I am not Jacob and Steven Overturf is also not
Jess.
Jacob.
I'm also not Jess.
And you are not Jess.
There we go.
Ahmed says thank you. You're welcome.
Maybe
That's so good.
Maybe that's good. I don't know.
What do you mean? No, that's so great. Do we have time for a quick mock-up?
I think so. What's the
You can do
the mock-up thing? In
yeah, can you
Illustrator?
yeah. I've never done it.
Let me unlock all that.
So cool.
Group that real quick. Let's see. Oh,
What?
mock-up. Here we go. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
amazing.
do apparel, and then
Shirt.
maybe the shirt.
Can we change the color or no of the shirt? Do you know?
Ooh, I don't know. Can you? How does this work?
I've never used it. Oh, I think it says start tour. Next. Have any of you guys ever done this? I thought
think
the
I have to
illustrator
bring
was
it in.
Jacob.
I think I have to bring
No,
it in.
Jacob was on the last stream.
Let's do this.
This is Steven Overturf.
Let's do this. Blue
Um,
shirt.
You can find him on Instagram at Steven Overturf Designs.
No.
Oh, no.
Overturf Design Studio.
Overturf Design Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to. What color? Let's down
But
this
Jacob
one.
will be on next. Am I correct?
Yeah, so I'll be on Jacob's show next. Right
Okay.
right after this.
Yeah. Definitely stay on.
All right.
Yes, okay, Monica has it correctly. The last
That is
illustrator was
a
Jacob. The
preview.
current
Oops.
illustrator is Steven. Next show, Steven will be illustrating, Jacob will be hosting, and then the show after that, Jacob will be hosting, and I
Something's
will
going
be
on.
designing.
I guess I don't have my license or whatever.
We'll get that for
Okay,
you.
let's-
And we'll get you a Tesla. Okay,
We'll go to Google.
blue shirt. Yeah, I think for the sake of this, maybe we just do a screenshot.
Yeah,
I think that's fine.
and I want to do a back of a shirt. Let's do. Is this bright enough? That's the same
We
one.
got
that I
like
almost brought.
2 minutes.
All right,
but
let's
it's
just
okay.
do. What is it? Turquoise?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll work.
yeah.
Whatever.
Monica said, Steven, I hope you know your hotkeys for art maxing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I know my
Chris
hotkeys?
says, I've used the Illustrator mockup tool before. I prefer it on items that are more curved, not as much t-shirts. Ahmed says, I want to see your designs. If you want to see Steven's designs, it is...
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Wait.
Why is this not? I don't know how to do this.
I've never done it. Just toss it on a shirt real quick. Nothing fancy. I hear you. Thank you. Robert just
Okay,
put...
it's not working.
Oh, wait. No, that's not Steven's art account. Let me find it and I'll drop it in the chat.
Oh, that's my personal.
delete. It's Overturf Design Studio.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop it in here, and then if you want to see my work, it is chick of all trade.
There we go. Okay.
Oh my god, that's amazing. It looks so
Move
good.
everything out of the way. And then come over here. And then change our colors because
It looks amazing.
was a blue, but now it's a different blue. There we go.
I can't believe you finished it. That looks amazing.
Really quick.
Amazing. So cool. Guys, I want to thank... Oh, Andrew said select both. Thank you.
Well, we're past it.
Yeah. I want to thank you guys for being here. Big claps and congrats to Steven's first ever Adobe
One
live
down.
stream.
One more to go
woo!
today.
Very exciting. And stay tuned because Art Maxing is coming up next with Steven. And then the episode after that, I will finally be designing something. Haven't figured out what yet. So stay tuned to learn more. Love you guys. See ya. We're gonna do some custom typography on Adobe Illustrator. I manufactured this hair clip because I love it. I am going to be designing the pre-sale announcement and I'm gonna be creating some custom type. So, okay, I have like collegiate type. I'm just gonna write like pre-sale. I am going to create outline the text, and then go to effects. I go to arc. Then I'm gonna stack my warps. That's so much cooler now. I'm going to expand. So I have cutouts of the pencil. I think I want the background to be like a bright blue. I'm gonna give it like a little bit of like a 3D-ish effect.
Okay.
So I'm gonna duplicate it, and I'm just gonna start off with white with black stroke, and I'm gonna do the same for this. Maybe the inside of it is it like a green? I'm gonna duplicate it. There's gonna be a lot of duplication here. This, and then lower the opacity. We have this. So like now it's looking a little bit more 3D with the shadow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like yellow with the blue background might be a pretty good choice.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to turn it into a compound path. Now I'm just gonna draw like a squiggly line. What I'm doing here is just layering the clipping masks.
Oh, that's nice. I like the gradient.
Yeah. I was trying to color halftone with this. Let's just see. Well, apparently I know what I'm doing because that looks great. I'm gonna do it like that, just so it's giving it like a slight texture. And I think I still do want to add a stripe. I'm actually going to try the zigzag tool. That's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the taper on that.
I like to put stars and sparkles in literally everything that I do. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the star tool was just updated to be a live shape. So you can like go like this. Yeah, I'm just adding some stars to the bottom here. The blend tool.
Oh yeah,
Literally,
the blend tool.
it's one of my favorite tools ever.
Okay, so now we're starting to get this 3D effect going using the blend tool.
Beautiful. So this becomes pink. Okay, that looks sick. Okay, pencil hair claw. Give it a little bit of a distort. And I do the same thing that I did before.
This is just a shadow you put behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love using these to highlight text. I do that a lot in my work
Those are
also.
good call outs, yeah.
Yeah. When they say make it pop, this is what they mean. Bring everything into Express. You could just copy and paste. I should probably put my website on here like that. Perfect. I'm gonna throw
Hey,
it
there
back
we
on.
go.
Okay, animation.
That's fun.
And like, ooh, right?
Okay.
I want this kind of to just, I mean, when it comes in, can spin.
Oh yes,
That
the
spins,
spin
yeah.
is so good. I
like-
like the spin.
Let's do Bob, but like really slow and really low intensity. Now I'm gonna grab all of them. I'm gonna group them together. I'll bungee them all in. Whoa! Okay, that's fun.
It's cool.
That is cool. We're
I
done
think
for
we're
today.
at time.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
thanks for coming.
We did it. So thanks again.
Awesome. Bye.
See ya.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode of Art Maxing on Adobe Live in Adobe Live Studios. It's going to be a fun one today. I'm very, very excited. Steven,
Yes,
the first in-studio live guest.
that's right.
How does it feel?
I feel great. Thank you, Jacob.
Heck
Thanks
yeah.
for having me.
Thanks for being here. I'm super excited for today. This is going to be a power hour. If you guys have missed everything so far, I'm so sorry because it was amazing. I was on Jess's show for making decisions, and Steven was on, and we got to do some really, really fun stuff. But moving on to the next segment, and this is all about art maxing. If you're unfamiliar with art maxing, it's a show where players earn points just by drawing and doing the things that they love.
Okay.
And what's really fun about the show, I'm going to have you look away for a second. There's some secret objectives that should pop up on screen here in just a moment. Steven,
How far do I have to turn?
yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Steven will not know what these secret objectives are, but if he hits any of these objectives, we're going to hit our bell, and you'll know that Steven got a point. At the end, we'll round up points. Oh, thank you so much.
Can I turn
We'll
back
round
around?
up some points. You're good to turn back around. And we'll get you a final score.
Okay.
And
What's the high score? Is there
10.
one?
10 is the highest
10,
score right
okay.
now. So, and
right.
also we have some questions involving Steven and some other things as well. But I have some little segment things here. So we should move into our technically first segment, which is just going to be a majority of the show, which is you drawing, of course. Would you like to hear your objective of what you'll be doing today?
Yeah.
You will be designing a concert poster.
Oh, the magic of
For
television.
the show, yeah. In our Design is My Passion segment.
Okay.
So, yeah, we've had a little bit of prep here to get us started, but Steven, enough with the intros. Of course,
Yeah.
maybe we should know who you are and
Yeah,
what you do, though.
Stephen
So,
Overturf.
yeah.
I live in Houston, Texas, from Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a designer, brand guy, sometimes illustrator.
Love it.
It's kind of what I do.
Yeah, doing a lot of illustration, cool stuff, and I mean, I'm sure people can see it already.
Yeah.
It's
We've definitely done some prep work. Since this is like my now second time on the stream.
Yeah.
But since it's like my first visit and doing this, I wanted to make sure that I had enough time to really get into the mix and do things. And so I did some type first, and then we're gonna focus on the more illustration aspect of it.
I absolutely love it. I got a little peek in to see
Yeah.
some sketching,
Yeah.
and I think people are really gonna enjoy it. But yeah, feel free to hop on in.
Mm-hmm.
We can start chatting. I'll maybe start calling some stuff out in chat.
I would also
but-
say in the chat, if you want to throw in a few places of where you are from, we'll include it in the post.
yes, that's so
And so
smart.
I've got some of ours. So like, we're in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I live in Houston. Jess is in New York. I'm from the Memphis area, and so we've got a handful of things that we can
So cool.
go in there. You're from where? You live in Calgary.
I live in Calgary, Alberta.
So
yeah.
we're just gonna go.
So we got a couple people in chat. Chris Porter
Calgary.
saying more power. Love that. Dopegasm saying yay, my favorite show. Thank you, Dopegasm. Thank you so much. Monica agreeing. Thank you. Please, can you just work slowly?
Oh,
Were you working too
I'll
fast?
try to slow down. Yeah, I like to move around the artboard really quickly.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, I'm like the
And
type
so-
of person that like spins around and
Yeah,
stuff. So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
listen, if it's in your flow, go at
Yeah.
your own pace, of course.
I would say if someone in the chat needs me to slow down
Yeah.
to show them something that I'm doing, just call it out.
Yeah, let us know. This is definitely like going to be a fun learning experience, of course. But yeah, Steven, take
right,
us away
let's
because you've
go.
got a really cool sketch going
Yeah,
on.
so I've got like the type already set up, and this is a show poster.
Mm-hmm.
Both me and Jacob like hardcore music.
Yeah, we do.
And so that's kind of where this is coming from. But this is a lot different than the illustration that I did on Jess's show. Much cleaner. A lot of lines, maybe throw in some gradients. Very different vibe.
What kind of inspired the idea? Because I know that we were like talking about a few different.
I don't know. I think sometimes like I like to take different types of imagery and put them together. And I was just scrolling the internet and saw something with like hands and a globe, and I was like, how would that translate? And then this being, I think, your 13th show.
Yeah, I think
we're gonna
so.
have 13th be kind of like a central piece.
So sick.
So, and then I like this idea, this wavy sun looking thing, and so it's just more.
So
It's more of
cool.
just art to be art. I guess. Yeah.
I feel like that's like the core of what I would want the show to be. Right? Is like I don't want it to feel like pressure or like earning points and it's like freaky. Like I think it's the idea of just making stuff to make it feels very fun.
Yeah.
Have you made any flyers like in your professional career?
Oh yeah, all the time. Like whether it's for say like social media, like now everything's a digital poster versus print. And then I worked an agency job years ago where we would do a lot of print work and a lot of like we worked with a company that was like a ballet studio, and so we would kind of do their posters for their events and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. It's always fun when you get to kind of see your work come to life. Like, it's something that I feel like is rare with digital design.
Yeah. I mean, I love, like I said, I love merch and print and everything. And so when I get the chance to design for it, it's always really fun.
Absolutely. I mean, I love doing, we were talking about printing like toys and stuff yesterday.
Yeah,
and like that's like a dream. Like it's cool when you get to actually do that in real life. Have some call outs in chat. Women of Type, Jess.
What's up, Jess?
Coming back in. Brooklyn in the house. You came to so prepared. It's wild. You did come pretty prepared.
Yeah, listen, I don't like to show up empty-handed.
No, I
think
you.
I would get freaked out if I was like, I don't know what to do. So I have to really prep on the idea for an extended period of time.
Same, no.
So.
Like I came with a whole sketch. Like I can't just hop into something and be like, I'm just gonna draw, like straight from my head because I'm looking at reference. I'm pulling from like pictures and like Monica saying, love the bridges there. I'm assuming in Brooklyn. Monica, I'm from Dallas and went to Bentonville, Arkansas last year.
Oh
and loved it.
Bentonville's awesome. It's
nice.
I've got family that live up there, so
nice,
really
nice. Cool. I've never been to Bentonville. I've been to Arkansas. I've been to I think all except for maybe 3 states.
Oh wow.
Touring and stuff.
I'm not well traveled.
No,
not at all.
That's fair. I mean, I feel like unless you have a reason to, there's no real point to like explore the United States. Like, not to say it's bad, but you know what I mean. It's so spread out, and I think people gravely underestimate how crazy big it is.
Right.
So
we got like our globe done already.
It's super fast.
So really quick, and then I think this is what's probably going to take a good bit of time.
Yeah. So how are you going to approach this? I'm very curious.
Yeah. So I'm going to do like the outline of the hand first, and then work in all the like mapping, like the. I guess you would consider that like wireframe mapping as individual lines.
So here's a really important question for you.
Okay.
Are you a pencil man? Are you a pen guy? Or are you a curvature tool man?
I'm a pen tool
guy. Nice.
Like, I think it took me years to find out how, like the pen tool existed and the how should I say, the capabilities that it can do.
Yeah.
But once you really get the hang of it and like master it, it's I don't want to use anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an embarrassing confession. I exclusively use the curvature tool.
That's wild.
That's it. Like I don't use the pencil tool. I don't use the pen tool. I am so addicted to the curvature tool. But I think it's that same argument, right? Of like, I know it so well and it feels so right that like. It's just, I don't know, a lot of my design is like, there's no hard lines, hard edges or anything, so I'm just wanting to always do that. But looking at how you're doing these curves, it seems like it would be a little more convenient to be using the pen tool. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, I like the Bezier curve, so like if something's on a round edge, I take like the tip from typographers, so like horizontal and vertical, Bezier curves as much as I can.
Yeah, because I mean, for those of you that may not know, like, especially when you look at your work, like you do some like not maybe specialized. You do illustration and logo design and stuff, but like I think your bread and butter definitely lies in like logo design too, especially. Right. And that takes a lot of like precision, accuracy, technique. Do you use kind of the same tools for that?
Yeah, I like to use. Again, like I said in Jess's show, I try to draw everything out as close as possible to the final product.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I'm using, whether it's the pen tool or just my circles and rectangles and, the simple shapes to like build it out. And then when I get close to being done, like I'll try to merge it and then it becomes one thing and
I like that.
delete the colors I need to or whatever. And
yeah, do you use like the, what is it? Not the Pathfinder, but the other one, the one that like...
the shape builder tool?
Yeah, shape builder.
Not really. I've used it more lately for some quick things, but it's not something that is in my workflow every day.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
That makes sense. I think someone beat us to it, but I would love Cody to throw it in chat because I'm very curious. A couple people have shared their opinions. What out of these three do you feel like you use the most? Because I feel like they're the most used in Illustrator. The curvature tool, the pen tool, or the pencil tool. Could we do like a poll to see? Because I'm actually very curious, and I feel like it's pretty contentious. Like a lot of people will swear by the pencil tool, or swear by the pen tool.
I do a lot of like Photoshop work where I'm cutting like people out of a background or something, and so the pen tool really comes in handy because you can get really exact on that versus a select subject or whatever.
100%.
That's great for some things, but if I'm trying to be scary accurate, I'm going pen tool every time.
Absolutely. I mean, and I'm looking in the chat right now. Jess saying loves the curvature tool. Monica saying, does Steven ever cut his shapes? It's a question for you.
Oh, with like the scissors tool or whatever? No.
Really?
Yeah,
I do that almost, again, exclusively. Like to do the eyes that I do in my designs, like the half moon eyes, it's almost always cutting the eyes. Monica, the pen tool is all my college taught me how to use.
Wow.
It's crazy. Sandra, I find it hard to use the curvature tool. It looks easy, but messes with my perception sometimes. Ahmed, pen tool. Robert Winterberg, coming in clutch, all three. It's like being ambidextrous, I feel like.
What a pro.
Yeah,
just
truly.
Use it.
I wish.
Yeah, I use every tool.
Yeah. I'm kind of a freaking pro. So I wish. I always tell myself that I'm gonna dive into another Illustrator tool today. I'm gonna learn the Pathfinder tool, and then I have a panic attack.
I would say anytime I'm stumped on how to do something, and I go look up a tutorial on how to do it. Usually, the person that's making the thing that I need to make is doing it with something that I'm not used to using, and so that just teaches me the program even more.
That makes sense.
Oh, I didn't know this thing existed, or that's an easy way to kind of do that.
Absolutely. Well, we're talking about tools and shortcuts and the ways that we do things, and I think that's a perfect time to just implement a little bit of a segment. An opportunity to get a little point on the board.
Okay.
And that is for our Command Z segment.
Okay.
So this is a segment that I really enjoy.
Okay.
Where it's a little warm up. Usually we do it in the beginning, but because you're just in your workflow, we got an hour. We're just gonna kind of loop it in. There are some shortcuts that I have prepared. One specifically for this show.
Okay.
That you may not know. You may know. And I'm gonna throw those up on
is
the
this
screen.
like a quiz?
It is a quiz.
Oh,
it is a
okay.
point. It is a opportunity to get a point on the board, and this will be displayed out to the audience as well. So if you get this answer correct, or if anyone in chat gets this answer correct, you get a point.
Oh, nice. Chat, help me out.
The shortcut is Command 3.
Command 3.
Mm-hmm. You can ask any guesses.
No.
You can if you need some leading examples, I can help you.
Yeah, how would you if you're creating something and you needed to use it, what is it typically for? So that just gives it away.
No. I don't think it will. So this would be specifically for lack of a better explanation, visibility.
Ooh.
In some capacity.
Is it the trim view?
Not quite. quite, but I'm gonna give you a couple more chances.
Okay. What's chat saying?
Let's see. I'll be a new stuff for Gibbs. Monica saying, I like to imagine Jacob has a special briefcase with all of his art maxing props. I do. It's right here. This is my briefcase.
Chat is not helping me out.
Yeah, no, chat doesn't have any idea.
Oh man.
I
may get the lowest score in
No,
art
no
maxing
way.
history.
No, it can not
Command
listen.
3. What if I tried it and see?
Yeah, you can do it.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah,
I'm just
why
gonna
not?
see
We'll learn together.
if I can. I just want to see. Oh, is it a hide?
That is correct.
Wow,
That is a hide
okay.
selection.
I don't
You
ever
nailed
use
it.
that. I
Yeah,
never use that.
It's kind of useful though, right? Like especially
Yeah.
if you're trying to like hide your sketches,
Yeah.
hide your things like that. So
I use. It was funny. I brought up TrimView because I use it a lot, but
Yeah.
I created my own shortcut for it.
oh,
And so
fancy.
obviously that's my artboard. I'd change it to Command-Shift-T, and that's what it is. But
Oh, and it trimmed.
yeah,
Wait, do that again for me. You did it kind of fast.
I Command-Shift-T.
Oh,
But
that
I
makes sense.
changed it. That's not what
Yeah.
I created a custom
I
shortcut.
don't think
in
I
that.
use that very often, but that
Yeah.
does make a lot of sense.
It's usually when I'm like going crazy and I need just to look at the artboard. I'm just gonna look at it real quick and then turn it back on.
Absolutely. Chris Porter saying, call that the destruction command. I never use it. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. No, that's interesting. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's an artist that has come on here a couple times. His name's Spencer. Can't remember his last name, unfortunately. So it's a bit of a shame. But he specializes in like 3D CAD design and stuff.
Okay.
He is scary when it comes to the shortcuts.
Oh,
It's
really?
like make a circle, turn it 90 degrees, reflect it, break all with shortcuts.
Oh,
and
man.
it's just like
It's like in your sci-fi movies when they're just using the keyboard, no mouse, and they're like,
crazy.
zoom in.
Yeah, like I
You've
just
got 'em.
don't understand. Just I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard, but I
Absolutely.
just did it.
It's really interesting. I mean, I think I wish I was a little more efficient with the shortcuts, but like especially working now more in Fresco and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like
I think I'm decent. There's obviously there's some that I don't use and don't really know, but oh man, why is this not working? I think I try to find a workflow where it's like, okay, here are the ones that I'm using a lot. I need to know them, and then from there, I'm just constant using them.
Also, someone in chat, Bliss, he has a reputation. Spencer Nugent. Yes, that is correct. It's Spencer Nugent. He is, see if I can actually bring him up on here so you can see. He is really, really talented. It's kind of crazy.
What's like his, you said CAD drawings and stuff.
Yeah, he's more of like an illustrator guy for sure, but like super talented stuff. Don't make me log in Instagram. Yeah, like he does like all these types of things.
Oh,
It's insane.
yeah. Almost like product, not
there we
digital product, but oh yeah, I met him at Max.
Yeah, super
Yeah,
talented dude.
yeah.
Friend of the show. Has a really, really, really cool style. So yeah, go follow Spencer. Spencer's really cool. Isn't a circle turned 90 degrees still a circle? It is. It absolutely is. You caught me. You caught me. Electric Design Studio. Thanks for joining in and calling me out. No, I'm kidding. I'm kind of curious though. Like, so one of the things I like to talk about when we're on the show, because I definitely like to deep dive into people's
life
and their experience without it being too repetitive. Because I think, everyone has a bit of a different story. How did you land on like the style that you do now? Like, was there a point of influence?
I've always said that I don't think I have a style. Like I try to be a generalist, like being able to do a lot of different things. So like any project that comes my way, to be like, okay, yeah, I can take that on, I can figure it out, or hey, I know someone who can do that if I can't, I like to be able to try and do anything.
Yeah.
As far as like branding goes, I don't know, like, kind of the more simple, like Aaron Draplin has always been a huge inspo when it comes to branding. When illustration, like the Lincoln guys up in Pacific Northwest, Lincoln Design Co., they're big. I just look at a bunch of different people. Matt Dawson out of Austin, Texas, really good at just like creating like simple, clean, thought out logos, and so his badge making has always been really good that I've looked at.
Right.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, and it's cool to have like the names on board too, because I feel like there's definitely a lot of people that have inspired me, but like I have a little trouble like remembering what I'm pulling from what, or like who I'm appreciating from what. And like I think for me a lot of it is like content, right? Like how the content is fed and how it's approached. We got a question, a fun question. Can you tell us the best advice that you know and you keep it with you till now? So I'm assuming the best advice you maybe have been given with design.
Oh, sure. You're never too big for any project.
I love that.
So like stuff that I do on the reg is like very simple. Like, hey, we have this event that we're having. We need a map for it. And it's like, oh, this is tedious work, and I could just throw it to like an intern or something like that. Or I could just do it. You know, it's like, okay, I'm gonna, let my team or some other people that I'm working with do like this bigger scale stuff, and then I'm gonna bust out the small thing. And like that goes a long way. Like if you're able to do like a bunch of tiny projects, but they also matter. Yeah. And so I think being able to take on something, don't think you're,
too big for your britches
type of thing.
Absolutely. You know, it's funny because like the best advice I heard was also in the similar vein. It was at Adobe Max.
Okay.
Blah, blah. Aaron Droplin.
Yep.
He said this in a little less of an elegant way, a little bit of swearing in between. But he was like,
of course,
you need to be okay with doing stuff for free, doing stuff for your friends, doing things for your homies. Just draw to draw, because you're not always going to get that $100,000, $10,000 project, right? Like there are going to be times where you just have a homie that wants you to do like a logo for them, and they don't have the your going rate,
$5,000.
Yeah, or like the brand package. And like, don't get me wrong, do not sell yourself short.
Right.
That is not the point. It is more of just have fun drawing. Do some fun stuff. Are there any pieces of advice in chat that you would like to share? I would love to hear it. Anything that you've learned over your course of time of designing or viewing Adobe Live, anything along those lines. I like that we're already pretty deep into this design. Did you add like a little a fill to the...
Yeah, so I added a fill to the like outline of it.
Sick.
So you see that white, and then all the strokes are the same weight. I think we'll probably end up making everything the same stroke weight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I just wanted to get kind of the base down and then some color in there a little bit.
Also, is this world red because it's on a different layer, or is it because you colored it that way?
It's probably because I colored it that way when I drew it, but we're probably going to change it.
Yeah. I just didn't know if you're the type of guy that drew on all the same layers or all on different layers.
Oh, gotcha. I do have like some layers. It's like, here's my art, here's like my reference layer. I usually don't work like that, but I wanted to be able to separate some of this stuff out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I am the type of person that just draws it all on the same layer. Yeah. I do not care. I'm just putting it down.
Yeah, that's how typically I am.
Yeah, it's a little more convenient. I'm just trying to get the ideas out as fast as possible.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
So, got a few pieces of advice in the chat. Don't overextend yourself. Learn to say no when you need to. I think that's also extremely important. Chris Porter, don't be afraid to fail. Absolutely. My friends commission other artists all the time, and I'm like, what the heck? I would have done it for free. Feel that.
Okay.
Progress over perfection. Absolutely. And we have a question. What do you think of the AI solutions that we hear every moment that will take the place of the designer? Ooh, that's a tough question.
That's a big question.
I mean,
definitely a huge topic going on right now.
Definitely.
In our space. Me personally, I would say like, how can you use it as a tool and not like now the software is becoming the designer?
Yeah.
Still have that hand part of it and
absolutely, and
use it to your advantage in this, like maybe it's idea, like creating an idea and then you taking that idea and then redoing it or making it. And so I think it's definitely iffy from person to person. You're probably going to get different perspectives.
Absolutely. But, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that it is a very strong feeling. Also, the way that you did this is so sick. I just want to call this out for a second. So you used I
I just made a triangle, and then I use the warp tool.
I didn't know you could do that. That's sick.
And then from here, and because it's your 13th episode, we're gonna make 13 little sun rays.
I love that. I didn't know you could do that with shapes.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
well that's sick.
Yeah.
I'm learning something new. But yeah, to go back on the AI conversation a little bit, I think, it is a bit of a contentious topic, and I think people feel very strongly about it. But I also think it's important to acknowledge the fact that like this is where technology is heading.
Yeah.
Right, and the best way that we can learn from it is by staying in the loop with it, using it responsibly, encouraging responsible use. That's insane. Drawing what is it? The shape path.
Yeah. So I used it
Object on
earlier.
path?
Objects on path tool,
Yeah.
brand new.
So sick.
And so from here, I'll just make a copy, and then I can just expand that. Okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna call it.
Delete that.
I'm gonna give you a point on the board
Okay.
because one of your secret objectives was adding a warp to the design.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say that in some capacity, especially with the like forced perspective that you're doing, it looks pretty warped,
Sure.
And you added the like squiggly effect too in the like distort feature. So I would say that's a secret objective. See, you're on the board. You've been on the
There
board.
we go.
Like, you're on the board. I see a couple.
Ooh, I need to probably.
Oh yeah, Chris Porter +1 for the warp tool. He called it out too. That's awesome. He's paying attention. Monica saying, I don't think human creativity is replaceable. I agree, but I also think that is dependent on how you view AI. Right? Do you view it as a way to optimize the design process, or do you see it as a way to, I guess, aid the artist, right? Like be a tool to the artist. And I prefer the latter over the former personally, as opposed to a replacement.
Yeah.
Got some.
Okay. Got a sun in there.
Love it. Love it.
Center that up.
Sandra, especially when you still have to prompt. I mean, unless they start reading minds, I don't think we are going anywhere. That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
All right. So we've got some stuff in. We're gonna make. I look at these like waves as like, okay, this is kind of like a hand and some sun and a globe and some water, and so we're gonna make some waves, but we're gonna just do it on the artboard.
Well, I'm excited to see you use the new and
What? No,
warp.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't use the warp tool with shapes, so I'm interested.
For this one, I'm gonna do a zigzag.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
And then bump it up, and then I want it to be symmetrical. And so
You're such an efficient designer.
and then we
It's
go to
crazy.
smooth, and then we're gonna bump it down some. Okay.
I love it.
So we have that. Oh,
Sick.
so we have this little water thing, and then I'm gonna expand it real quick just to get that line, and then from there, I'm going to make it
Oh.
because I'm gonna add some color to it.
Get some like stacked kind of texture-y vibe.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we're gonna.
That's sick.
I'm just gonna make it a solid color real quick. It'll be a gradient later.
I love it.
And then I'm gonna send that to the back.
So how do you feel with? Because I know you can't like technically print gradients, right? Like you can, but like sometimes they don't turn out as well. Do you still try to like finagle it sometimes with your design work, or like just for personal work, or is it kind of like case by case?
I think it's case by case. You know, a lot of stuff I do digitally, and it never sees print. But I also like the look and feel of print. So like, I'll maybe throw this into Photoshop, add some texture, and then you're really cooking with oil. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
It is one of my favorite things is we use this word so much on the show. And I mean so much on the show. Analog. Adding an analog feel to the art. It's really nice. It's like one of my favorite things that I've been experimenting with over the past few, I would say years of designing, like slowly trying to encapsulate that like real feeling.
Yeah.
Monica saying, I can't believe Steven did all this in 30 minutes. I agree. You're kind of crushing it. We're like halfway there and you're like almost completely done with the poster.
Yeah,
just adding some colors and stuff. What is your workflow usually this fast? You feel like you
Yeah. I
Pretty
would
automated?
say so. Obviously, depending on how complex I want to go into it, like if I'm adding gradients and texture, and sometimes with like a client, they're going to provide feedback, and then the project itself may last a lot longer. But if I have an idea stuck in my head, it takes me no time to like get the ball rolling.
That's really nice, though. I feel like if you're able to get those ideas out as fast as possible, like it kind of lets them escape, even if they're good or bad ideas, right? Like getting them out on paper or on screen is like super useful. What does your design process look like? How long does it take you? I'm very curious. If you're asking me from sketch, to the chat. If you're asking me, it takes me like, I would say like an hour to get initial sketches down, like just to like really loosely sketch.
Right.
And then from refinement, I mean, it can take like 2 or 3 hours for like illustrative stuff. It takes a long time.
I would definitely say it takes me longer to illustrate than anything else.
Yeah.
Maybe except when I'm making logos and I'm like, I'm creating iteration after iteration after iteration, and it just may take forever. Yeah.
So you're using this replace color, or what is it? The
pinwheel or the recolor artwork.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, it's there?
Yeah. So it's up on your toolbar. So what I'll do here is
That's so upsetting. I always go like object, edit color.
Another shortcut. We're talking about shortcuts.
Yeah.
Is the like shift eyedropper tool.
Okay.
So you hold down shift, and it takes the place of like the
foreground. Okay.
So all I'm doing there is that. So that. Oh wait, hold on a second. Maybe I shouldn't do
Be
that.
funky with gradients, maybe.
Maybe yeah.
Oh, you got
Okay,
it.
there. We still
Dude,
need to add in.
sick.
What's my stroke weight here? Uh-oh.
Wait,
where'd it
could-
go? Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
there
just
it goes.
nice.
And then we're gonna bump that up.
Sick.
I'm gonna send it. I don't know how. Probably down some.
Yeah. It's like all guesstimation.
There we go. 12. All right.
Perfect.
And then from here,
This is sick.
I'm gonna change
Change the direction.
The direction on all of these.
So sick.
And it won't be much. Like it's gonna be like 90 degrees.
Steven is fast.
Yeah. When I work in sports and entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
and my boss, he's like, I can't watch you design. I'm gonna get a headache. It's like going on a roller coaster.
Ooh, I love this, like the back and forth. This is really cool, man. You're crushing this right
Thanks.
now. It's flying by. Saunders saying Control Z.
Did
Best shortcut ever.
people put in like where they're from? I want to add some
Yeah,
some cities to this.
maybe if you missed out on that, please share where you're tuning in from, because we would love to add some of the places that you're from.
Yeah.
Ahmed asking, can you tell us about your first project?
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you went to, like, for those that may not know,
Yeah.
you went to design school.
Yeah,
so you've done a lot of work.
So I went to University of Central Arkansas. Shout out, go Bears.
Yeah, go Bears.
I would say my first project was not a design project. It was like more art focused. So we were a fine arts program.
Nice.
And so that's what I was doing. So it wasn't until I want to say my like second semester of my sophomore year that I got into like a graphic design class.
That's crazy.
And so, and it was like very fine arts focused. So the things that I was doing was not, what some people may call communication design or whatever. And so, my first projects didn't look anything like this. I kind of became what you would call a
graphic design guy.
traditional
Yeah.
graphic designer over time.
I mean, I feel like that's what makes it interesting, though, is like seeing that progression, because like from where I started with design, like I was screen printing. Well,
Yeah.
even before screen printing, I was sewing. Like I was making my own
yeah.
clothes. And then I like moved into graphic design. Whoa, we are getting
Well, what is going on?
lot of input. I'm writing these down right now. We've got so many people from all over the place. We've got Sweden, Dallas, Johannesburg, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Geneva, Switzerland. Keep them coming.
I need to
Keep them
change
coming.
this gradient.
Ahmed
For
said,
some
wow,
reason. There we go.
in response to your first project. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that like where your roots come from,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
reflecting on that type of stuff. Do you keep your artwork like deep from school?
I have actually thrown some stuff away.
Really?
Yeah,
What inspired it? Or
I have kept
motivated
things.
it? Yeah.
Like I have like this like 12-foot graphite drawing of a storm cloud and whatever.
Yeah.
But I've thrown stuff away. I think from high school I moved away from that. For me, it was like, I feel like this is kind of like junk. I know some people like to keep everything that they've done, but for me, it was like, I'm ready to move past this. And
That
so
makes
I just,
sense.
like,
Yeah.
toss it.
And then next part of the journey.
Yeah, I think my mom didn't like me doing that, but it's fine.
I digitized a lot of my work.
Yeah,
in high school.
I've definitely taken photos of things and whatnot. So
Do you feel like stuff like that's important, like holding on to that type of stuff, or do you feel as if like I need to move on to the next thing?
well, person to person, I don't
Yeah.
I don't know if I would just ask yourself like, how attached are you to your artwork? And if the answer is very attached, then keep it. Or if it's like, I'm not really, then, do whatever you want with it. I think for me, it was like hey, I've progressed in my career. I kind of want to change or just like look away from it. And then also, if you're just hoarding a bunch of stuff, then maybe you get rid of it. I don't know.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like you can also kind of live, in the dread of like, oh, this is my old art.
Yeah.
And I feel like that
for
can
me,
be...
it's like someone, I forgot who said it, but like if you look back at your old artwork and you're like, oh, this isn't any good, it's like, then you've progressed.
yeah.
You've gotten better.
That. I
And
love
so
that.
I think for me, looking back, I was like, ugh, this is not good. Even though I would say for the time it was awesome, and
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it, but
not where
it's
you're
just-
at now.
Yeah.
Not what you.
And I'm not like putting it in a show or anything like that. So it's
Monica asking, did Steven do a lot of traditional art before he went to design school?
Well, in design school, it was a fine arts program, so it was all traditional art. So even my graphic design classes, like I didn't take a typography class or a logo class or anything like that. It was using graphic design software to make like a more fine art type of piece,
Gotcha.
if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
And so I did a lot of scanning things in and use markers, scan it in, put it in Photoshop, put it in Illustrator, and then whatever the project was we had to accomplish, that's what we had to accomplish. So
Did you do any of these things like prior to going to school? Like, were you an artsy person?
yeah,
prior to school?
always
Nice.
like drawing as a kid, with a crayon or a marker or something was in my hand a lot.
See, I'm like very, I don't know if jealous would be the word, but I'm maybe like envious, but not in like in a negative way, but like I don't really feel like I was a super artsy kid. Like I don't know if I discovered art until like high school. Like that was.
I remember playing with Legos like most people do, and then during like the holidays and there was Christmas wrapping, and I would take the cardboard tube and like now it's a sword.
Oh,
and
yeah, I love that.
So you're always
Like
just kinda,
sculpting in 3D. I guess that's also art. So maybe if you count that as art, like sculpting and
I would
taking
just
stuff
say
apart,
like
I would.
in the creative world, like my brain was always kind of there.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I mean, I remember doing a lot of like paper craft because my grandpa had an industrial printer and he would always let me print out like a million pieces of paper that I would cut out and glue together in paper craft. So maybe that's like artsy. Like at 8 years old.
Yeah,
9 years old.
100%. Yeah. I would say so.
Jess asking one with type, how many points does Steven have now?
Ooh, I don't know.
2.
That's it?
2 so far.
You got to get those numbers up.
Hey, well, what a perfect segue to move into some questions about you, Steven.
All right.
Some questions involving your design experience.
Okay.
And this is a little segment I like to call For Future Reference. Yes.
Like we
this
said that.
is all about you,
Okay.
all about your experience, the things that you've done. And I've done a little research, a little
Okay.
Good Mythical Morning reference.
Oh, shout out. Good Mythical
Yeah,
Morning.
yeah. I'm going to turn this a little bit to the side so you can't see.
Okay.
So, one of the things I like to do with our guests is I like to kind of delve deep into their past
Okay.
or into some of their most, I guess, like the furthest away work that they've done. And typically that involves Instagram, right? Like going through back as far as I can into their Instagram.
Oh, well, which Instagram did you go to?
So I went to the Overturf Design Instagram. So the one that holds a lot of your design work, holds a lot of personal projects. So I'm kind of curious.
Okay.
What was the first project you posted on that? And bonus points if you know when you posted. Not specific months, but year.
Okay. I probably won't know. Maybe I don't know the year. I think the first project I worked on or that I posted on my Instagram account was I was taking song lyrics and kind of making like a little badge, like a quick song lyric thing, and then like some sort of imagery or illustration, and then it was like a black background. And so I did like 4 or 5 of those.
That's a point. You got a point.
Let's
You got a
go.
point. Now, do you have an idea of when?
My year. 2020.
Steven, you're killing it. You're
let's
killing
go.
it.
Come on.
4 points,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Crushing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I want to talk about that a little bit, like expand on it. But, we got another town. Belchertown,
Oh,
Massachusetts.
so yeah, we need to put in some towns.
Yeah, I
All
have
right.
some towns here for you if you want
right.
to look on my screen
do you-
here. I wrote them all down.
Okay, sweet.
So here, I'll move this. I'll turn this
Let's
here.
go Sweden, but what city in Sweden?
Oh yeah, I guess
we'll
it's
go
fair.
Dallas, Texas, even though I'm from
More points. Yes, more points.
Even though I live in Houston.
So, I kind of want to talk about those like early projects too, like, because again, we talked a little bit in the show about you know doing things for fun, doing things that you enjoy. So
Is that North Carolina?
yeah, North
Okay.
Carolina. You were doing these lyrics and stuff. I'm assuming just for fun. There wasn't like any rhyme or reason, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kinda just-
Yeah, I was thinking it was I liked the idea of how people were posting like challenges.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, what's something that I enjoy that I like? And you know, I would dive back into some old social media like on Facebook.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
like my Facebook statuses used to be like just song lyrics. I was like, why was I doing that? And so then I was like, okay, how can I take like a cool song lyric that I like and then make some sort of like illustration?
I love that.
Thing about it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Where is this place? Oh, okay. Robert.
Elm Hut.
Yeah, Elm Hut, Sweden. He was clarifying. Thank you, Robert.
okay.
Appreciate it.
We need 3 more. Let's see.
Einhard or
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg?
Yeah.
Sorry, my accent.
No, you're
How do
fine.
you spell that?
Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Where is that?
South Africa.
Oh, well, smarter than me.
And then 2 more.
Not in California?
I need 2 more. Oh wait, Philly.
Oh, yeah, I guess
yeah,
you can
yeah.
do Philly.
Philadelphia.
Maybe Charleston, South Carolina.
Philadelphia.
To the original.
How do you spell Pennsylvania? My spelling's so bad.
Oh, gosh. Anyone in chat? Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Sylvania.
That's what I did, right?
Yeah, you got it.
And then what was the other one?
Charleston,
Charleston.
South Carolina. Sick. We have a few people wanting to see.
This is where the tour is going.
Oh, no. Scratch out Charleston. Someone
Oh.
has Edmonton, Alberta. Yes, Megan Kissel from Edmonton. Go Oilers. Hey, Ian, you know.
What?
It's a hockey team.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oilers
Yeah,
and
100%.
the Flames.
Edmonton. That's
Calgary
okay.
Flames fan.
Ooh. Okay. We're almost
Oh,
done.
we missed the L after the U in Almhut. Elm Holt.
Wait. A-L-M-H.
ALM. Oh yeah, HULT.
There we go.
Never been. Maybe we
Yeah.
should visit Sweden. Learn a little more.
So you got 13 on there. We probably need to add like
Dude, you're crushing this.
volume or something. Maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Something fun. I have a few more questions for you to get some points on the board
All right.
as we're designing and going. I know we're just like freaking flying by. We've got about 10-ish minutes left.
Okay.
12-ish minutes left. So my next question for you involves your Behance.
Ooh. I haven't updated that in a minute.
I really like your Behance
Oh,
though. I feel
thanks.
like it's very like it reflects your work really well.
It is definitely not been updated in quite some time.
But I don't know. I feel like I really enjoy the way that you approached your like the unpackaging of things.
Oh, okay.
Robert said IKEA Head City. That's hilarious. That
Okay.
Almholt. But my question for you is, what is your most viewed work on Behance?
Oh my gosh.
You can ask for hints.
I would. Okay, is it sports related?
Yes, asterisk. Yes.
Okay. Oh, is it my it's a fitness project. Oh man. What's it titled?
I'll give you another chance. It is not a fitness project,
Oh,
believe it or not.
okay.
But it is sports related.
Okay.
Think not professional.
Oh, I would hope that it is the logo project or branding project that I did for a high school in Arkansas.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
The Elkins Elks
Oh, there we
athletic
go.
logo,
Okay, yeah.
which I thought was
all-
so sick. I
all
wonder if I
purple.
can, now that we're like actually linked in, I can probably bring up your Behance and show. Yeah, talk about that a little bit, because I thought that was very, very cool to see.
Thanks.
Like,
yeah,
you
that
designing.
was. So, like I said, I have a full-time job working in sports and entertainment, and I a few years ago was like, hey, I really want to get into sports branding. How do I do that? And then my job at the time,
it's this one.
Elkins High School out of Arkansas called, and our agency that I worked for, and was like, hey, we need our identity. We need a new logo, because we've had this thing for a while. We don't really like it, and so I took it and then made this kind of like majestic type elk.
Yeah, if you want to switch us over to
and-
my screen, I can show the audience as well.
And-
Yeah, there we go.
And they're
So cool. Very, like, I don't know, fantasy. It gives like
Yeah,
little
sure.
fantasy colors
Sure.
and stuff. I like
yeah,
it.
their colors are purple, black, purple, white.
I love this.
And so
It's so sick.
yeah, this was forever ago too.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, scroll
this
down.
working
800
in
views.
sports and being an athlete myself, growing up
Mm-hmm.
playing soccer, like I just love this style of brand making and logo making, and so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, head over to your Behance, because I know that you said it hasn't been updated in a while.
Yeah,
But you are
I need to.
absolutely crushing it.
I need to upload
Just like
some
you're
stuff.
crushing this project. Hey, maybe this project can go on that Behance.
Hey, I think like we were talking last night. I think once today's over with and I get back home and I have a little bit more time, I'm gonna like really finish these two projects and then like post on Instagram. So
sick.
if you want to see it, you'll have to go follow me.
Yeah, follow Steven, but also join the Discord. Join the Adobe Live Discord, because we've got making decisions chats, we've got art maxing chats, we've got file new, a whole bunch of the community shows, and I like to post the finished products of what we do on the show over there,
Yeah.
just so people who have missed it can tune back in. Also, we'll put in the shortcuts and things like that. Well, Steven, we've got about 8 more minutes.
8 more minutes, okay.
You're crushing it.
Thanks.
So I'm going to go ahead and ask your final question, so we can
Okay.
really hone in on the chat if they have any questions, as well as kind of finishing up the design on your end
Okay.
to some degree.
Yep.
And this one involves my favorite. This is diabolical, and I apologize.
Oh, no.
Your LinkedIn.
Oh, let's go! All right.
So this is a question all about your LinkedIn, and it is one of my favorites because I feel like it's one of those things that people don't really pay attention to. You probably do, though. You work in a professional world.
Yes.
So
yeah.
you have a couple of skills listed on your on your
Oh, okay.
LinkedIn.
All right.
I will give you a point for each skill
Oh,
that
that's
you
so-
name
okay.
that I have written down here.
That you've written down. How many have you written down?
I have written down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 opportunities for points. You might be the highest scorer on Art Max.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna give you the floor.
Okay. Public speaking.
Let's see. Public speaking. That's a
All right.
point.
Marketing.
That's a point.
Design and branding.
Design and branding. I'll give it to you. Yeah, design
Okay,
and branding.
okay.
Okay.
How many is that?
It was branding and identity. That's 3
Oh,
so
okay,
far.
okay.
I'll give you design and branding.
And how many left?
So I have 11. So whatever 11 minus 3 is. 8? 8, 9, 10, 11.
Did I say marketing already?
You did say marketing.
Oh shoot. Okay. 8 left. That's a lot.
Think more general.
Maybe like some social media stuff.
Let's
Maybe
see.
probably not.
Do you want to lock it in?
Sure. Okay.
That is-
Okay.
That's 4.
Let's see what else.
Is it Robert guessing author? Not author.
No, there's definitely not author. Can't write.
Think general, Stephen. Think general.
Very general.
As general as possible. What are you doing right now? What would,
Leadership. Is leadership on there?
Leadership is on there.
Managing.
management
designing.
is on there?
You said designing. You think literal designing.
Think
Print?
of more titles.
Print design.
Okay, yeah, there you go. 7. This is
Apparel
probably so
design,
loud.
T-shirt, something maybe.
Think. What do you do for your job? What do you do for your work right
Sports.
now? Yeah, but like think general.
Project management. I don't know.
Okay, think. I'm trying to think of how to help. what if you were to do some memes about your profession, what would it be called? Like these are like, what is the general umbrella of what you do? What would that be called?
Graphic design. Oh my god, that's like the most generic one. How does that happen?
And then you have what? We're at 8, so I'll give you one more.
Okay.
This also, again, think generic. Think of a subsection of graphic design.
Illustration.
You're
Brand.
so close.
Logo,
You're so
logo
close.
making.
Boom.
Okay, there we
Logo
go.
design. That's 9 points,
That's 9
Steven.
points. I'm on
You
the board.
crushed it.
Still
You
on
have
the board.
19, 11, 12, 13. 13 points.
Oh, come on.
High score
Beat
today.
it. Beat the 10. I had a lot of help though. I had a lot of help.
Listen, you deserve the help.
Oh,
You're
man.
crushing it.
Okay.
You're absolutely crushing
Awesome.
it. Highest score as you're at 13 points and it's the 13th episode. You can't get any more
I'm not
points.
gonna. No, I quit.
Yeah. We have to lock it in
Save.
at
We're done. We're done.
we have
We're
to lock
done.
it in at 13 points. That's so sweet. So we've got a little stopping point here from what I'm seeing. We're
I
happy.
think so.
Dude.
I mean, again, we could spend a lot of time going in here and adding. I didn't even talk the process of this.
Yeah,
but
let's. We have about 5 minutes. You can kind of roll through what you did.
We can go in here. Obviously, like this is supposed to be like a show poster or whatever for art maxing, and we still have a lot of negative space. Well, maybe not a lot, but like we have some room to play, and so do you go in and add some lines, just
Love
to kind
that.
of call attention to those areas a little bit, and then. Do we throw this into Photoshop and then like make texture, which
Yeah, I mean,
I think we
we
should
got
do.
like 4 minutes.
yeah, so we're gonna go inches, 300,
Love it. Fast.
18 by 24,
Monica says,
18 by 24.
When you're so talented, you can't remember all of your skills.
I wouldn't say that.
Also,
we're
lucky
just gonna-
13.
We're just
Copy
gonna
paste.
Copy paste.
Love that. So,
Oh wait, I need to turn off a layer.
can you copy paste? You can copy paste Illustrator to Photoshop, but you can't copy paste Photoshop to Illustrator.
I mean,
right?
you can.
Can you?
I don't know.
I don't know how.
if like it's not gonna come over as vector.
Right.
So there's that aspect.
Do like a
of it.
smart object or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a layer that I need to turn off, but I don't know where. Okay, I turned it off.
It's
Okay,
hiding.
Okay.
Oh, there we are.
That's it. It was just, it was two of one thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There it is.
We're cooking. We're
There we go.
cooking.
Okay, so we're copy, and then we're gonna come over here. I like to paste as a smart object.
Love it.
Typically, always.
It
'cause,
keeps
like,
it all together.
That, and if I need to go change something, I'll go change it. And then from
Yeah, how
here-
would that work? Would you go into
Yeah, I'll just
the-
double click in the smart object. And
Whoa.
and
Wait,
then-
it opens up in Illustrator?
yeah. So I copied from Illustrator, brought it into Photoshop as a smart object, and like you leave it as you leave it, right? And then it's like, oh, I misspelled something. I'm gonna double click into the smart object, and then
This is not a joke. Am I just
You're-
bad at graphic design?
you're-
Because I didn't know this.
you're gonna make the change and then save it out, close it, and then it'll and then it'll save over.
I didn't
in
know you
Photoshop.
could do that.
Yeah, so here I'll show you like on a more literal scale. So again, smart object in Photoshop, double click. I'm just gonna make this like big yellow,
Ginormous.
Circle.
Gigantosaurus.
save it, come back over into Photoshop, and it's there. That's how smart objects work.
I genuinely did not know that's because I thought that the smart object would open up in Photoshop and then you can
Oh, no.
kind of not work.
I mean, you
can
can have smart objects inside of Photoshop,
Yeah.
but if you're using Illustrator and Photoshop,
That's insane.
so
Yeah, let's slap
we're gonna have a little bit of texture.
let's slap a little texture on
And
there. We
like,
got like 2 minutes left.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add like a 50% like gray noise texture to it, just to give it the right amount of tooth.
Oh, I love it.
And so you just come over here, add
Just
noise.
give it a little zhuzh, you know.
Add noise and like dial it up as much as you want.
Frantically taking down notes.
Yeah. And then in your blending modes, I'm just gonna go to overlay. And
Can
then so
Steven have a tips and tricks art hack show, please? Yeah, let's get Steven a freaking.
yeah. And so it
an
gives
Adobe
it gives
show.
it some tooth, but then
Yeah,
like,
this is cool.
you can play with the opacity to kind of like dial it down and whatever.
Oh,
So,
it looks printed.
yeah.
I really like
Obviously zoomed out, you probably can't see, but then
Yeah.
I think if I was to make like the image smaller, so let's just, for the sake of the conversation, let's do
Yeah.
like 10 inches instead of 18. Maybe it comes through a little bit more.
There we go. Yeah.
Maybe it, I don't know. But
I think it does.
whatever.
Yeah, dude, you crushed it.
And so from here, like, what I could have done was take it. Oh no.
What happened? What?
Where are my dates?
Oh no.
Oh no, they're gone. And we're just gonna copy these over.
Yeah. Just double trouble.
And then save it out. And
Yeah, perfect.
There we go.
Hey,
I actually had to use it.
Yeah,
I
the
had to
smart
use
object
it.
came in handy. Well, Steven, you crushed it.
Oh, thanks, man.
High score
Excited to be here.
on
So,
Art Maxing. Excited to have
13.
you.
You got to beat lucky
Had
number
an
13.
absolute, yeah, beat lucky number 13. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We're coming right back in a couple minutes to a whole new Art Maxing episode. It's a power hour. Steven, thank you so much for
thanks for having
coming
me.
on in. Look out on Steven's
Thanks, guys.
Instagram or in the Discord for this updated poster. And I'll see you with Jess here in a few minutes.
All right.
Bye. We did the same thing. So I think we're going to be working in a little bit of Illustrator work, doing some vector line art. I play a card game. It involves a lot of like using different tokens for different types of creatures and effects and things like that. And I'm gonna be kind of building off of this little mushroom carrier, like warrior type guy. So I'm just gonna hop in the pen tool here, kind of adjust my stroke. One of the tools that I've also been trying to implement a bit more is the smooth tool. When I'm just drawing with the pen tool, it really helps like kind of soften up lines that aren't perfect, and it gives me a lot less of a headache. So yeah, I'm just lining some stuff up over here, getting some little lines for this wood here. So I'm just going to do a little bit of adjusting. I'm gonna do a fun little thing where I'm gonna group all this together so this doesn't look so crazy on the side. It's looking pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're cleaning up.
Nice.
And I'm gonna see what this looks like. Big reveal with no sketch behind it. I like it. I think it looks cute. I'm just gonna make a copy of this guy real quick, and I'm going to expand him so I can start coloring in some spaces. So this is gonna be my little color palette down here. So now we can start with the black, I think, which will be the eyes. Go into some pants. Yeah, I feel like this is starting to really come together now, which is really fun. So we'll go ahead and get some light green in here. Good on color. I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah. I went ahead and brought in kind of like an example token. This one is really fun too. This is an ooze. What I'm doing now is I'm just, you know, for the sake of consistency, gonna bring these assets over. Try to add a little bit of a background to this just to kind of make it appealing, because this is gonna be some type of like Instagram, maybe, you know, Twitter posts that I think would be fun. Have some prepped over here. So I'm just gonna come in here and mess around with some colors and textures. I want to kind of add some of the like general details, like, you know, where you'd be able to find it, the price, which I think is probably important too, stuff like that. Yeah. And right now all I'm doing is just like kind of jumping in between the command function, the shift function, and the arrow keys to like show how many faces I have on the actual star itself. I am gonna go ahead and add in some of my details, like this will be a monthly thing. So I am really liking where this is going. So I'm thinking maybe we can make two and kind of promote this little guy. For the ooze, it's kind of fun. I feel like that opens up to like a lot of different options, you know? Look at that.
Oh, yes, bro. Yeah.
Bring this up a little bit. I think we maybe should probably change the color, right? Like maybe do like a slime green or something like that. Maybe down to multiply. Yeah, that's fun. I think it would be really fun to maybe bring this into Adobe Express and maybe animate the typeface. So I'll go ahead and hop over to Adobe Express. Bring this in here. I love that this is drag and drop. It makes it so easy. So easy. So this is my favorite thing about this program personally, and it is the fact that you can animate text. Some type of looping thing would be pretty cool. I'm kind of leaning towards this for the top.
Okay.
Maybe we'll go here, do some more animation. I think this is pretty cute. Super easy, super fast.
Jacob, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Be safe and see you soon, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Bye. It is time. The moment you've been waiting for. Art Maxing with Jess. Welcome to the show, Making Decisions.
Thank you for having me. I am so excited to be here. I'm so excited to finally design today.
We are
I haven't designed
drawing.
anything today, yeah.
You are making your own decisions today
For
on
once.
this show.
I've never made a decision before in my life. This is
Never
my
making
first time.
decisions.
Very excited to
So
do
for
it.
those of the unfamiliar, those that may have joined in a little late,
Yeah.
you want to kind of let people know who you are, what you do?
Hi, my name is Jess Goldsmith. I am an illustrator, lettering artist, sometimes designer. I have a show with Adobe Live as well called Making Decisions.
Making Decisions.
It's on every Tuesday right before Jacob's show.
Yeah.
So, you get double trouble every Tuesday. And
I love Double Trouble.
it's a good time.
Absolutely.
It's just a good time, yeah.
Yeah, if you unfortunately missed the morning, I highly recommend going back and watching that. Maybe after you watch this little episode because Making Decisions is so much fun.
And we had a cute cat on.
We did have a cute cat.
And
we were
Jacob was
featured.
on, yeah.
Yeah, I was drawing. I was
Yeah, it was
in the
great.
hot seat, which was really, really cool. Well, Jess, you've been on Art Maxing before.
I have.
So this is not your first rodeo.
No.
But for the people that are
second.
unfamiliar, your second rodeo.
Yeah.
For the people unfamiliar, Art Maxing, and if you're just joining it, Art Maxing is a show all about earning points by doing the things that you love, all about answering questions and showing your design process, and just having a really freaking good time.
And wearing a crown.
And wearing a crown. Jess, are you ready to hear your objective for my
Yes.
favorite segment and what will be the main segment of the show? Drawing is my passion. Design is my passion.
Yay!
Sweet. Yes, your objective. Oh, actually, I should mention. Sorry, we're getting ahead. There's also some secret objectives. I'm gonna have you look away for
Okay.
a second. So,
Let me know
Jess
what to see.
cannot see these, but if she hits any of these secret objectives, you will hear that sound, and you will know that Jess got a point on the board. It's pretty much simple as that. And yeah, we can go ahead and move into the.
Am I safe?
Yeah, you are safe to look.
Amazing.
The drawing is my passion segment.
Okay.
Your objective today, Jess, is to redesign the Passover book, Haggadah. Something
Yes.
very, I would say, personal and
Yeah.
important to you. You know.
Definitely.
Maybe we can educate some people on
sure.
Passover.
So it's still Passover. It is a long holiday. It is 8 days. That's a lot of days. Over Passover, during the Seder, and that is like a big meal that we have at the start of it, we use a book called the Haggadah, and it tells the story of Passover and all of that. Here's the thing, if we can go to my screen. Here's the thing. These are the only two that I've ever used in my life, and I don't like them. This is the one that like every Jewish family has in their house.
Sponsored by Maxwell.
For some reason, it's published by Maxwell House Coffee.
I guess better than Folgers.
I guess, whatever. It's just weird. It's like, why
Yeah.
your coffee, what are you publishing
So
Jewish
funny.
text for?
I like the one on the right though.
I don't dislike this one. This is
Yeah.
the one that like we used in school growing up. There's a lot that I do like about it, but I feel like we can do a lot better. So I do want to like do some callbacks. So I would love to do like a geometric like sort of border and maybe have like the middle square of this, but otherwise I'm not a fan of this. Like egg. I know why there's egg. Passover, there's a lot of symbolism. And oh, what happened to my chair?
Uh-oh. Did you just drop down? It was just saying, you should go down a little bit. Just
Yeah.
a little
Take
further
it-
down.
take it
Yeah,
down.
Take it down.
Take
just
it down a
hair.
notch.
No. Push it further. Go crank it to 11.
There's there's a lot of symbolism in Passover. This is the Passover plate with all of the different like foods on there that mean different things. This is the color palette that I want to use. And when I think of Passover,
It's
I think
very
of
pretty.
Thank you. Freedom, springtime, flowers, wine. Drink 4 glasses of wine, which is a bottle, during the Seder, and singing. There's a lot of singing.
I was about to say the color choices remind me, and this is hopefully not offensive, but just from my experience of things that I've experienced, it's very like Easter, springtime, very like pretty, like
I
nice
think
light colors.
Easter, springtime, like because Easter's in the springtime, so
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
plays off of each
Yeah.
other. But a lot of traditional Judaica, not really like the brown, but a lot of like the blue and white and gold, and like that's pretty, and there's a place for it. But I want to do something new and modern and fresh that feels like very like of my own personality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool too because it's like, I think there's at least a couple people probably in the chat that are maybe going in a little blind to this. And for me, especially, like, I feel like I have a lot of opportunity to learn. I am
Ask all the questions.
familiar. Yeah, and I appreciate that you're open to teaching as well, because, you know, it's nice to learn about something that is so integral to your life, you know? Like, it's a huge experience.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll get started.
Yeah, let's just hop right into it. I have some things to call out in chat too, though.
Oh, okay, amazing.
Bliss saying that your nails are coordinated with my jacket.
This is my signature nail color. It's actually a little bit darker than usual, but usually I wear Butler Please from Essie.
I love that.
And it's actually a lot closer to that color, like a brighter. It's actually like Photoshop blue.
That's sick.
Megan called it out. She was like, "So your nails are Photoshop blue." I'm like, "Yeah, basically."
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. So yeah, we've got this little design that we're already starting with, and I'm assuming this is a take on the Passover book.
Yeah.
Like the title.
Yeah, just the cover. We don't, and who knows if I'll even finish.
Yeah.
So, you know, there are different ways of like writing in Hebrew. This is like the printed way, and it's like more ornamental. And then there's like script, and then I made it bubble letters. So this just says Haggadah Shel Pesach, and it's the Passover Haggadah. That's
Gotcha.
all it means.
I love the bubble letters, though.
Yeah,
I feel like that's cool.
Yeah, I feel like I don't see that often, especially with Hebrew. So
Right.
I'm going to start off with kind of like just tracing this out with the curvature tool.
Hey, curvature tool represent.
Yeah, because you know that I am not going to use the pen tool ever.
So I'm kind of curious. Does your, like, I think I know the answer. It's a leading question.
Okay.
Does your experience with say Passover, with Judaism, with does that influence your art at all? Do you feel like?
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
I don't think it really does. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it does. Maybe other people would think otherwise. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so, because I don't do like traditional type of work.
Right.
That you would, I guess, see in like the Judaica that I would have like grown up with and see and all that. So like maybe it influences me in a way where it's like, okay, well, I want to create something completely different. So that's kind of like where it heads.
Well, I would say that like just from an outward perspective looking in, like you definitely are someone that is, and I mean this as a compliment, of course, like very outspoken like towards these things, and like you have a strong voice, and especially when it comes to design, like I've seen some designs that you've done that breach this topic, and I feel like some people may not do that even though they're affiliated with it, and I think it's very cool that you, like, because it's such a huge part of your life, like it's very cool to see your take on these things and how it influenced you and what you find important, and you know how you highlight it in a way. It's very cool.
Yeah, I think that, you know, the Jewish population is so small. There's only like 15 or 16 million Jewish people in the world. And I don't think people realize that. So like as such a small population, a small minority, obviously people are not going to know because there's not enough people to like talk about it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I'm like, you know, I have a voice. And I like being creative, so let me use it in ways that I can.
Well, we love you being creative too.
Thanks.
To be fair, have some comments in chat. Bliss saying, "I recently started using the curvature tool and I love it."
Yes, I love it.
You have been taken over to the dark side. I love it. And clever Devlin saying, "I want to make a lyre of Jess, whispering, use the pen tool." That's very funny.
I'm not using the pen tool.
I can't, man. I can. Not.
I just don't like it. I was saying, like with Steven, you know, he's really good at it, but it's so mathematical to me.
It's crazy.
And I don't like that. I don't like math, and I'm not good at math. Yeah.
I don't like math. Well, Jess, I have to say, you've already hit a secret objective point.
Woo!
Believe it or not.
Was it talk about being Jewish?
No. It was designing without a sketch, because this looks like a finished
nice.
piece to me.
This?
Honestly, yeah, it looks like finished bubble letters to me. I'm not
Okay.
gonna call that a sketch.
Okay, amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a point on the board. Get you on the board there. Woo. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to kind of highlight your process with art, especially too, because I think with lettering work and with illustration, like you would, we talked about this a little bit in the beginning. You would probably like label yourself in the like illustrator and also letter work designer, and like, you know, you broach a lot of different mediums, which I think is really, really cool. And like, I don't know, like how did you get there? How did you figure that out for yourself? Did you just experiment?
So I, like many other creatives, have ADHD.
Real.
And I can't and I don't want to stick with one thing. I enjoy doing a lot of things and I'm good at doing a lot of things. So I'm like, why limit myself if I love doing it? You know, like it's just I don't see why I have to.
Right.
That's really it. So I'm constantly finding myself experimenting and finding like new mediums and new tools to work with because they just seem like fun. I'm like, oh, that looks like a cool thing. And there are a lot of things that I've tried that I'm like, oh no, this is not it. This is not for me.
This is not the vibe.
I think last night we were talking and I said I opened up Premiere Pro once and I said, no, I'm done.
So
I'm
funny.
not doing that ever again.
That is so funny. Monica saying, I also think it's very cool that Jess uses her platform to elevate people who need more awareness. Yeah, with Women of Type.
Thank you,
right?
yeah.
I'm assuming that might be what they're referring to, and Adara agrees absolutely.
You guys are so sweet. Thank you.
For you, I'm going to throw a comment out in chat, an opportunity to kind of give your opinion of, you know, where do you feel like you have developed the most with art? Do you feel like you do things, I guess, do you approach different mediums like with excitement, or do you kind of feel hesitant? Like, I'm curious to hear your experience in chat.
Oh, chat or me?
Yeah, both. Honestly.
With me, it's really curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
For me,
it.
it's curiosity. I'm curious about how things work and how I can make them work for myself. And sometimes it doesn't. And that's when I say, oh, I give up. I'm done.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fair. I didn't do as well as I thought I would.
I
give up.
I didn't get it perfect on the first try.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I also want to kind of, because, you know, I don't think we talked about it too much on your previous episode of Art Maxing, but like I want to talk about the conception of Women of Type.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, people that may not be as close with you may not have the privilege to know where it all began.
Well,
you know?
I talk about it. I've talked about it a bunch on like different podcasts and stuff. I actually had a podcast with Monotype come out today. You guys should listen to that later. And I feel comfortable saying that because Monotype and Adobe just announced a partnership.
Pretty
so,
cool.
Yeah. So I talk about it a lot, and it started as pure ego. I was like, no one's featuring me. I'm gonna feature myself. I'm gonna make my own page. Whatever. And then like very quickly, I'm like, this is not about me anymore.
Yeah,
like it started blowing up, and I was like, okay, like and I'm more than fine with that. Like I think like when I first created it, I was at like the very start of taking my career seriously, and I think like I needed that external validation more than I do now, because I'm not going to say that I don't feel like I need external validation.
I think we all could use some external validation at some point.
Exactly.
Like, it's nice.
So yeah, that is. Oh, what'd I do? Oh no.
Smoob.
Yeah, I messed it up. Yeah, so that's really how it started.
I see. I mean, listen, I think it's cool. I really think it's a fun way to highlight voices in a way that feels very genuine, and also like I feel like it is a very, for lack of a better term, space that like isn't really getting the attention that it deserves, right? Like women in design, they're kind of like, taking over sounds negative, but I mean it as in like there are extremely talented women and non-binary and trans designers that are like crushing it, that I feel like maybe unfortunately get thrown to the wayside based on their orientation or their experience or their lack of I guess what's the word, like their lack of exposure based on like predisposed opinions from people, which
Yeah.
is freaking lame, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Very lame. Robert saying, Maxwell House was the first coffee roasted to target a Jewish demographic.
Yeah.
The Maxwell House Haggadah was also the Haggadah of choice for the annual White House Passover Seder with President Barack Obama, conducted during his presidency from 2009 to 2016.
It's, what can't they do?
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Whenever Chick of All Trades works is featured on Women of Type, it's fire, though. I agree.
Oh, thank you.
I agree.
Yeah. I don't feature myself a lot because, like I said, not about me. But no, I'm serious.
I get it, though.
But
yeah,
sometimes I'm like, you know what? I could use a little boost.
Yeah, you deserve a little love, too, of course. Like, I think that it's a really cool, non-discriminate way to, like, to encourage general people in the space,
Yeah.
you know?
I let people know that it's me also. I said, and
Yeah,
this is
of
me, Jess.
It's me, I did it.
Yeah.
It's all me.
I made the thing.
It's all me. It's so funny.
All me. Yeah.
All me. So you're using a little mix of the smoothing tool
Yes.
and the pen tool. Is this kind of your general approach? Seems like we have a similar workflow.
Yeah, kind of. That's basically it. I just like want to get like the base of everything out there, and then after that, I don't know, figure it out as I go along.
Then we figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is very, very funny. Yeah, so you have been experimenting a lot with a couple different programs as of recently.
Yeah.
Specifically Neo.
Yeah.
Right, Project Neo. Tell me about that. What inspired that?
What inspired me is that I come on Adobe Live a lot, as you guys are watching probably know.
Yeah.
And I just heard that they wanted people for Neo, and I was like, okay, let's try it out. And I kind of like fell in love with it.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. You got to start making some, Chick of All Trades toys.
Dude, I would love that. Adobe, if you can get on like a printing situation, that would be amazing.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I like how this came out, but that's...
I think it's kind of cool. What are we not liking about it? There's not a flare.
There's something, like the letters are not proportioned correctly.
I see.
Yeah.
Is it not reading as well as you thought?
It reads, it's just not reading the way I want it to.
I see.
But yeah.
The crux of design.
Exactly.
Has anybody in chat been messing around with Project Neo? Has anybody been messing around with any type of new programs that they'd like to share that they're pretty stoked about? We were talking about 3D in general last night.
Yeah.
When we went to dinner. And just the vibes of making toys and working in 3D spaces, and it's got me jazzed up.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah, it's
download
cool.
something
You
and
should.
try to like work on it on the plane
Absolutely.
or something. You
Yeah.
know, we got like a whole day left, so
Yeah. And you're flying to New York.
to Philly.
To Philly, right, right.
And then going up to New York.
Nice.
You're just flying straight back to New York.
Yeah, I'm going straight back to New York.
Yeah, tomorrow.
NYC, baby, yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't love how this looks, but I'm just going to leave it for now, and I'll change it later on.
I like it. I think it's cool. As someone that has no context, I think it looks
You're like,
pretty
I don't know
sick.
what this is, what
Yeah.
it says, but I like it.
I like it. It's very cool.
Thank you.
Clever saying Adobe Express. Whoa. Adobe has Express with Zazzle for printing. But I
Oh,
think
yes,
that's
that I
for-
know.
For
Yeah,
poster
but
printing.
yeah, but I
right?
mean
Is it
like 3D printing.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I want it. I want it so bad.
know.
I want to do 3D printing.
Me too. This needs to be smoothed out.
I miss our little kitty friend.
Oh,
was
yeah,
sweet
he
guy.
was so
Hades.
cute.
Yeah.
He was a sweet guy.
I wonder if anyone in chat got to
Experience Hades?
experience Hades. Yeah, just the cutest cat in the world. It's insane. We've got a little dog feature too in the beginning of the day. It's been a long day, y'all.
It's been a long
What?
day.
We're 4 hours deep into
Only
streaming.
4 easy payments
4 easy
of your
payments.
time for an hour.
Yeah, I loved making that.
That was
ad,
so
dude.
fun.
I hope people liked it.
I
Did y'all-
loved it.
Did y'all see that in chat? Did y'all see that ad? Because I thought it was very funny. It was
It was a good time.
a great time. We did that all remote, baby.
Woo.
All remote, spread across the
You
world.
could believe it or not.
Yeah. Can you believe it? So do you have any cool projects coming up? Like anything like personal that you're working on that?
I just finished a book, an illustration, 50 illustrations for a book that's coming out about Jewish women.
Dude, so cool.
From, throughout history, from biblical to like early 20th century times. I've been working on that for like about a year, and I just finished it last night, by the way. Like, I finished my last illustration last night, so
That's wild.
I'm pretty stoked.
Wait, so how do you have a lot of like book deal stuff? Like you've done
Definitely not.
You've done 2 more than I have.
Well, I self-published
That's cool.
the first one,
Yeah.
so anyone could do that.
I don't know how to do that.
You should. Oh.
But what would I publish?
but-
A
I
coloring
don't know.
book maybe?
Yeah, why not? That's fun.
300 magpies.
Yeah. 300 magpies.
Yeah.
And then I have this one, but that's it as far as books go. I would, if there's anyone watching that wants to hire me to do like a book cover or book
Would be
illustrations,
cool.
hit me up. I'm
Would be
so
pretty
down.
cool.
Yeah.
Bliss saying it was a very fun ad and I saved it in my mood board.
Yay! Thank you, Bliss.
I didn't know I needed it. Ooh, Jordan in chat, my editor. It was
Hey,
fun to
Jordan.
edit. Hey, Jordan. Thanks for popping by and
Thanks for
watching.
editing it.
Yeah, he's probably going to edit this one too.
Woo.
Rip this one up a little bit and make it look real fun.
It looks really fun
Yeah.
already.
It was fun. I promise.
We're having I'm having fun.
I'm having a good time. I'm just a little sleepy, but we're cooking. We're cooking for sure.
Yeah.
I like this little texture that you've got going on. This like
Because I want it to be like bubbly, but I need it to also, I need it
really
to also
cute.
like be like have some definition in there.
yeah.
I don't really have any real workflow for what I'm doing now. That is the truth.
I mean, you're kind of just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Which is like the best way to approach things, in my opinion. I have some segments that I can go ahead and hop into, and we could switch it up a little bit.
Let's
Maybe I
do
could
it.
start with questions about you. I'm just gonna get those brought up real quick.
Do you want me to like make sure not to look?
Oh no, you're okay. I'll just turn this a little bit. So we're switching up the format again, and we're doing for future reference
Nice.
first,
Okay.
which will be fun. These are, if you're just tuning in, questions all about Jess and all about your experience with art. But I thought it would be fun, since you've already been on the show before,
Okay.
to theme all of these questions.
Okay, good.
All of these questions
Okay.
relate
Why do you sound scary?
to making decisions and decisions that you have made.
Oh my
I'm
God.
very excited about it because I scrubbed through about 2 hours of making decisions
Oh no.
to get some good questions. But before I ask these questions, I have some, let's see, some
Answers.
things in the, some answers, some messages in the chat. Megan saying 300 magpies and turn it into expert level puzzle. That'd be sick. That'd be very cool. Do a puzzle. And that was it. Yeah, so
you could do a puzzle. That's sick.
that'd be really fun. And they're cheap to make too, if I'm not mistaken. It's cheap to manufacture. So my first question for you
Okay.
is more of a statement. I always start them off as a statement because it's boring to just be like, what is this?
Is this like a true or false?
No,
Oh, okay.
this is just a simple.
it's
a simple
just
question.
true.
So we are on episode, I believe, 13 or 14. of
How many
Making
episodes
Decisions.
do I think?
No. So we've got a little bit under our belt. This is month 4, almost month 5 of us being on our community shows, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So my question for you is, what is your most viewed episode of Making Decisions?
Oh,
Bonus points if you know the name.
I definitely don't.
You just guess.
I want to say it's my first one.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Final answer?
It's my final answer.
That is incorrect.
Damn, which one is it?
It is episode 4, From Photo to Poster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You guys like that one.
14,000 views.
14,000?
Crushing it.
Thanks, guys.
Crushing it.
Who knew?
Absolutely
I
crushing
certainly
it.
didn't.
Robert knows. It's we're on episode 14 right now.
Okay,
so
well, I have it down that we're on episode 16.
I think I had it down as episode 13, so we're
I have
all
no
over
idea.
the place. That's very funny. Yeah, so I think that was one of the. I think you were still working in Illustrator or Photoshop at the time for that episode 4. I'm actually gonna fact check myself.
Yeah.
Really quick, but that was a fun episode in my opinion.
I have that many views on a
Yeah,
video.
dude, you're
That's
crushing
crazy.
Crushing it.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm just gonna fact check myself. Go over to this beautiful Making Decisions playlist that you can go to right now. And
I just found out about those too.
Yeah, it's sick, right?
So fun, yeah.
So episode 4, Making Decisions, photo to poster with Jess Goldsmith. Choose a photo and turn it into a poster design using Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. Oh, this makes sense. I see why this was one of the most viewed.
Why?
It's the possums and the possums in the locker. Okay.
You're like, I get it.
Yeah,
now.
no, I mean, I remember watching this.
You're like, this was unhinged.
It's the I like big fonts and I cannot lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you missed that episode, you definitely should go back and watch it because it was very, very, very funny. What inspired that design? The audience?
The audience. It's always the audience, yeah.
That was an audience idea coming from their
It
brain.
always is.
What is your favorite episode of Making Decisions or Art Maxing? If you're a regular, I see there we have a bunch of regulars in the chat, which is really, really nice. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, what is your favorite? What have you been into?
Yeah.
Maybe we can bring some stuff back. Yeah, because I'm kind of curious, honestly. I have another question for you.
Okay.
If you are interested.
I sure am.
And that involves another episode of Making Decisions.
Okay. I'm not going to know the answers.
But you don't have to guess
Okay.
the questions.
Okay.
It's more of the content. Let's see if you pay attention to your content.
I don't. I don't know what I'm doing ever.
So, in your first project, or second Project
Book.
Neo episode.
Second.
Book. In your second Project Neo episode, you designed a little character, a very cute gal with her purse and flower
Waverly.
face.
Waverly.
You don't even know what the question
Was that,
is.
what was her name?
What was her name?
Waverly.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Waverly. Yeah. Waverly Mueller. That was so. Where did that come from? Is that a font?
I like Googled like names.
Old
I was like,
people
I
names.
went to a random name generator and I got 3 of them and then I had the audience choose. I said, okay, which one do you guys want?
Do you want Waverly? I thought it was a spinning wheel of death choice. Or was it audience?
Could have been. I thought it was audience though.
You know, we're learning. You made this spinning wheel of death, right?
I bought it.
Oh, I thought you made it.
No.
Dang. That's funny. That is absolutely funny. Yeah. Waverly is an icon. I agree. Can we get some Waverly toys?
I would love to. I would love to get Waverly toys. That would be amazing.
I would love that. Bliss laughing in the chat. It's so funny. I love that. Yeah, that was one of my favorite. Your Neo episodes, I think, are my favorite. I'd have to say.
I have so much fun on those.
They're so funny.
Yeah.
They're so chaotic.
They're wild. They're
And-
wild. They're wacky. they're everything.
Do you have a favorite like Neo project that you've worked on?
I think it might be Waverly, but the wacky waving inflatable arm tube men was incredible.
That was pretty
I had a lot of fun with those too. It's great because like I'm still learning, you know, alongside everyone else.
Absolutely.
So it's pretty cool.
I agree. I definitely it inspires me to want to learn Neo, like jump into it a little bit more. And I feel like it's pretty learnable. You know, it's a pretty fun program.
Yeah.
Well, Jess, I have only one more question for you, and we're crushing it on time. We're only halfway through.
Oh my gosh! And well, I am not even
chilling.
halfway through making this design. I'm still
that's
figuring out what I want to do.
That's fine. You're having a great time. You're making the decisions. You know?
Right,
We don't
right.
have 80 people making the decisions for us right now.
Got it.
But my final question for you, and another opportunity to get a point on the board. We're at 2 points right now. On your last episode of Art Maxing, the last one that you were featured on, I don't remember. What did that assault man say?
Oh my god! Am I allowed to cheat?
Cheat in what way? You're gonna
Like,
you're
look
gonna
it up.
research?
Yeah.
You know what? If you want to look it up, you can look it up.
I don't even know if I have the file. Let me look. Hold on. Let me see.
So for those unfamiliar,
Let me see if I can find
hold
it.
on.
If we posted it on Instagram.
because what episode was that you were featured on for Art Maxing? I kind of want to go back over.
I really have no idea.
Hold
I don't
on.
even know if I have the file on my computer. I was like, get this thing away from me.
Oh, it's so funny. I'm gonna see if I can get it up. Don't don't look at the screen, but if we can switch over to my screen for a second.
Oh my God.
Don't look, don't
Okay,
look,
okay,
don't
okay.
cheat. This was the this was the, the
great.
disembodied head. So you saw it, you didn't get the point. That's okay. It's
That's
I
okay,
freaking
that's okay.
love salt. We're
Yeah.
PG, so we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
freaking.
we have to censor out freaking for sure. But I'm curious, like for that. Do you want to talk about that? Like,
No.
come on,
No, I'm
it was
kidding, I'm
so
kidding, I'm
funny.
That was fun. That was fun. I was using Gen AI,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot. I think I just wanted it to like make a salt shaker, and it gave me that, and I was like, okay, I guess that's what I have now.
That was the what do you call it? The prompt was literally just like a salt shaker.
Yeah, that was
And-
my villain origin story.
I love it. I love him. I love him so much, and he's iconic. And I would love if we could get a print of him one day. If you still have the file.
Like a 3D print?
No, like a.
You're like, no, I don't
poster.
wanna see
no,
that.
I don't want that on my desk. Like a poster, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you buy a I freaking love salt lamp print?
No.
No. Come on. We did a poll in chat.
People would buy it?
Yeah.
What's
I
wrong
think-
with you guys?
You said that exact same
That's what I
thing
said.
last
Yeah,
time.
I stand by what I said.
I stand by it. I
say what I mean, and I mean what I say, you know?
That's so funny. So have you made any posters or like any like printables for any making decisions?
I don't think
episodes?
so.
No?
This is coming out horrible. I'm sorry. I'm
What
like
do you
I'm
mean?
like not paying attention at all to what
We're
I'm
just
doing.
vibing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just imagine what I'm doing. You know, just think about it.
vibing.
Pretend that you know what I'm doing right now.
Dude, you got 25 minutes. You are cruising. You're cruising. We're just here for a good time. But yeah, no, like what did I say? Wow, I literally lost my train of thought because we were talking about. Oh, posters for making decisions.
I haven't like printed anything. That's what you mean?
No? Have you thought about it though?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if there's something that I made that I really love, but the things that I make are like so like silly.
But I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like that alone, the silliness is so much fun. Like,
It is. It is a
you
lot
know,
of fun.
And people resonate with that. Monica said a phone or a desktop background or something. That would be
yeah, maybe I could do that.
hilarious. Adara's saying, it's not horrible, Jess. We're vibing and we got time.
Thank
Literally.
you.
That's how I feel.
Thank you.
Listen, no need to feel pressure because
I
we're just
feel
designing
pressured.
together. Why? You're already on the board. You have nothing to be pressured about. You got points.
I'm pressured.
Pressured.
I work fine under pressure though, so
Yeah.
no big.
I don't think I work super great under pressure. That's a good poll. That's a cool poll opportunity.
Yeah.
Idara, if you could put it up in as a poll, do you work well under pressure?
Under pressure.
Under pressure.
That's all we can afford.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Twice.
Twice.
I'm curious. Are you better working under pressure or
over
like,
pressure.
I guess with correct, how do you even, what's the adverse of that?
Like,
with allotted time.
lackadaisically.
Yeah, or like lax. Like
yeah.
how do you work? Dopegasm, I'm back, just had a sales call, rushed back to see my fave.
Oh my god, hey.
Thanks. We're on our work mode. Adara said working on the poll. Thank you. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I am not someone who works very well under pressure.
Okay.
I get a little nervous.
That's all right.
Even anxious, I would say. I know. The dreaded word.
I know.
I like having time to sit and just think about stuff, especially when it comes to design, because like I don't like rushing
Right.
at all. It
I
stresses
hear
me
that.
out.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what are we doing? Like how? Because I know we're trying like a few different methods to kind of mess around. Are you kind of just like throwing some color studies
I'm
at the
like
wall?
throwing
and-
stuff at the
yeah.
wall, trying to figure out what I really want to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of it. I don't really know. I'm just playing around.
Yeah. I noticed that we're doing some like specific stars. I can't think of what that type of star is called.
This?
though.
The
Well,
sparkle?
the other one.
The Jewish star?
Yes.
Yeah, Jewish star.
I didn't want to just call it the Jewish
No,
star.
that's what it
That'd be
is.
offensive. Like,
No,
oh.
that's what it is. I was trying to make like kind of like a design like this from the Jewish star, and I was like, it's not coming out. Like the pattern wasn't coming out the way that I wanted to. So I'm just gonna do flowers.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
cute, though.
I'll probably add a Jewish star in because like, you know.
A little hidden Jewish star in the
Yeah.
flower. Monica says, if I don't have some pressure, it might not happen.
Yeah,
It's so
totally
real.
feel that.
Penny Doodle saying, Jess is wearing her suit in studio. How fun. I agree.
Yes.
I agree. It's very
Oh,
cool.
should I? Wait, this isn't my episode. Should I not?
No, it's cool.
Okay,
This is
okay.
the grand finale. This is what
Okay.
people were waiting for.
The moment.
Yeah, this is the Jewish
You've all
episode of
been
Art
waiting.
Magazine.
Every episode I'm on
Yeah.
is the Jewish episode of
Absolutely.
Art Magazine.
Poll is live on YouTube. Do you work better under pressure or not under pressure? Yes or no? Or do you work better under pressure? Yes or no? It's a really good way to do the inverse because my brain was
Yes.
frying. Oh,
That always
Dopegasm, I got-
happens at the last stream of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Dopegasm saying, I got dumped yesterday and a new client today. Breakup? Ha. He's broke. I'm up. Well, I'm
it.
sorry about the breakup, but I'm glad that you got a new client.
Yeah.
And listen, if people aren't giving you the attention you deserve, screw them.
Well, okay. Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
Were you the problem?
Hey, no, I don't believe it at all. I'm always the problem, though. Penny saying, very iconic. I love it. I like what's going on here. There's some, like, crazy tracing.
But I'm trying to get rid of, like...
Oh, like the stray.
Yeah,
I see. Makes sense.
Like,
Do the
like
Pathfinder?
what happened here? Like, what
know.
is that?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I'm just watching the process.
I'm
Oh,
trying
so
to-
you're deleting the...
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
You're deleting the points.
There's way too many points. Oh my god. There's way too many points here.
Too many points. Take the points
Yeah.
away. Yeah. Heck yeah, Dopegasm. Get that bag. Absolutely. It's a 50-50 split of working under pressure and working
I hear that.
not under pressure. Sorry, 56%.
50. Oh, I thought you were saying somebody said, like, oh, I have a 50-50. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm like, no, 56%. Very
Yeah.
precise.
No, it's switched over to 56. I wonder if I can see this poll. Where are we at right now? 9 votes. If we get to 10 votes, Jess will do a backflip.
I'll do a backflip. I'll do a backflip.
What if I just vote? Oh, we got to 10 votes.
Well,
So.
is it even or is it...
60% yes.
Okay, you
Work better under pressure.
You guys want a backflip?
You want a backflip?
I'll give you a backflip.
One
Don't-
backflip. I am always the problem. I'm a Sagittarius. Me too. Sagittarius represent.
I'm a Scorpio.
Really?
I don't really know much about it, but apparently I need to apologize to everyone. Like, that's the vibe that I get. Everyone's like, oh. I'm like,
That's
oh my
so
God,
funny.
sorry. Sorry I was born.
Oh no. I had a Scorpio ex that was very mean to me.
Yeah,
So.
I also had a Scorpio ex that was mean to me, and I said, I never want to date someone that's like me ever again.
Ooh. Ouch.
I don't.
Ouchie, but also understandable.
Yeah, I don't.
Understandable. Clever. I'm a Sag too. I got hooves. I got arrows. What did you think was gonna happen? What is your sign?
Oh,
Tell us
yeah,
your sign
tell
in
us your
chat.
sign. That's a
Cancer
good one.
Gang. I did a recounting. Jess has 17 episodes, including the 2 today. So you're close. 16 was close.
Oh, wait, we have 17? Wait, so how is
according to
this
Robert.
13?
It's not.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm so confused.
It is not 13. I thought it was 13.
I was asking Ryan last week. I'm like, I don't know how many episodes. He's like, I think you're right. I don't know. It sounds correct.
60. This is episode 60.
60?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking. We should do like an SNL 50th anniversary
Oh,
for
yeah,
our
that'd be
50th
fun.
episode. That'd be so crazy.
That'd be fun.
That'd be like do it live. I'll fly to New York.
Yeah,
We just do it
live
Can you
from
imagine?
New
Yeah.
York. It's making decisions.
and Art Maxing together.
That's
at the
kind of
same-
what my intro for my show. Like
Yeah.
that's the inspo for it.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty dang cool. We do love a little SNL bit, you know.
Yeah.
A little vibe. Well, Jess, we are about 15 minutes out.
Oh my God, I'm not even close to being finished.
And I have another segment that we did in reverse order.
Okay.
If you are open to that segment.
Totally.
For those unfamiliar with the show, Art Maxing's on 14 and Making Decisions on 17. I do not understand how that works, but
Me neither.
we'll rock. One of my favorite segments, Command Z. This is a little warm-up segment, but since we're doing it in reverse order, it's a cool-down segment where I will give you a random shortcut. And if you get the shortcut correct, you get a point on the board.
Do I have to, like,
Or
guess it?
you have to guess it. Or if anyone in chat gets the shortcut, you also get a point on the board.
Oh, guys, do the work for me, please.
So this is going to be different from Steven's episode, of course. Jacob, you have 15 episodes, including the 2. How am I 2 behind?
I don't know.
Weird.
Are you not numbering your episodes?
Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But if we could throw up that segment on screen, we've got it. Option, Shift, right arrow.
Wait. Hold on.
Are you just about to do it?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, I have to guess what it is?
Yeah, you have to guess.
Oh.
Any guesses, anyone?
Is it something...
You can ask some questions.
Is it have something to do with type?
No.
Oh.
Do you want me to tell you what it has to do with?
Yeah.
It has something to do with rotation.
Is it rotate all?
Not quite.
Oh. Is it...
If you cheat, they're gonna see it.
I know, I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating.
Anybody in chat want to guess? Take your time. You can think. Ask more questions. Option, Shift, right arrow.
Option.
Let's see it in chat. Help Jess out, guys. 73% of people like working under pressure, by the way. Just figured that
I
out.
cheated.
Did you?
Yeah, but I actually didn't even know that one.
What was it? What
That you can duplicate and just move it out?
That's not what it does.
Oh, so then what did it do?
So if it's on Mac, it would be Option or Command Shift right arrow.
I think is that not what I did?
You should maybe Option Shift right arrow.
Wait, hold on. Okay, let's do. Wait, Command
Shift right arrow.
just moves it. That's what's happening here. Command Shift right arrow.
Option Shift.
Oh,
right arrow?
Option Shift.
It's not doing it.
Yeah, duplicated. Look, Option Shift right arrow. It duplicated it.
That's not what it's supposed to do.
Oh, what's it supposed to do?
It's supposed to rotate it 15 degrees counterclockwise.
That sounds insane. That's crazy.
I'll give you a point on the board because it didn't work.
Okay.
So yeah, it's supposed to rotate. I don't know why yours isn't doing it, but
Maybe I have different settings. I don't know.
yeah, maybe. But yeah, that's supposed to be a default. Rotating things 15 degrees counterclockwise.
Crazy.
I think it's 15 because if you hold Shift and you like do the down arrows,
Yeah.
it moves it 15 pixels down as opposed to 1.
Interesting.
I don't know why they chose 15.
I don't either, but that does not make sense to me. Meaning, when I say that, I mean I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. Matt guessed duplicate. Honestly, that's what it did. So I'm giving you the point. I'm giving
Alright,
you
it
the freaking
works.
point. 3 points on the board.
Woo!
Banger alert.
Banger alert. Bangers only. Okay, this is looking cooler
It's
now.
cute.
Yeah, it's fine.
giving like some. It feels very like kid friendly, if that makes sense, in a good way.
No, I want it to be.
Yeah, like it's very cool. Very, very cool.
None of my plan has come into fruition, though. You should know that.
Yeah, I mean that's the fun
Not
of
a
it,
single
right?
part of my plan has
Monica
transpired.
says Jacob really digs into the program manuals for these hotkeys. Honestly, unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Digging hard because I run out of ideas if I don't get like the real niche ones.
Yeah,
you know?
that's fair.
And I have to test them usually, so it's always a little sad when they don't work on the
Yeah,
stream.
it's all
But
right.
that's like the fun of live, right? Mm-hmm. I really like this color choice.
Me too. I'm happy with it.
Sick. Ooh, the red too. Are you gonna keep it red? Do you think?
The
Or are you gonna switch it
orange?
up?
Wait, guys,
Oh,
this is
that
orange or
Oops.
red?
Oops.
No, because I have this argument with my husband-in-law. He's like, it's orange. And I was like, what do you think my job is?
I'm colorblind. So.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's orange.
I'm not the best person to argue with. Like, I will lose that argument every time.
Okay, so I've actually never really understood color blindness? Like,
I can show you.
Okay.
This is a fun little exercise.
it's a fun little segment called What is
Yeah,
Going
what
On?
disability does Jacob have? What do colorblind people see? So, the best example that I was told was, believe this one. So, these look different to you, right?
Okay.
Do they?
Yeah.
So could we throw this up on screen? Is that a thing we could do?
Yeah, we could
So I
do
can
it.
show an example. Okay, so you said these look different, right?
Yes.
These to me all look exactly the same.
That's great.
Like exactly the same. So the deuteranomalia, protanopia, and the normal vision all look the same to me.
Wow.
Because I have blue-red color blindness and red-green color blindness. It's not that I can't see the colors.
Yeah.
It's just that
Okay,
they
you
are
see them, like-
pigmented differently.
Okay,
right?
okay.
And
That is
things run
interesting.
together. Yeah, so people in chat. I'm sorry, that is orange. It is orange. It is very orange. Yeah, so typically, I mean, you'll notice from like the suit, the background, like the branding of the show, like I tend to do very high contrast.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Just
really
because
interesting.
it's easier for me to see, easier in the eyes.
Yeah.
It's nice to make color blind friendly designs.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
what I really like, fun little fact for people that may not be familiar, illustrators, what is it, like the generative recolor feature?
Uh-huh.
You could actually make things colorblind friendly with the generative recolor feature.
That's really,
It's really nice.
really cool.
So you could type in a prompt of like protanopia,
That's
like,
very cool.
whatever you call it, like protanopia friendly
That's
blues. or
That's
something.
awesome.
Yeah, it's nice.
Can you do me a favor?
Of course.
Jewish calendar. We go by the lunar calendar. So for us, the year is like 5,800 something.
Sick.
Can you Google what Hebrew year it is? Because I want to, yeah.
Hebrew
Or Jewish. Hebrew or Jewish.
calendar year
Yeah.
currently.
What was I doing? Blend.
It
up.
is 5,785 according to Anno Mundi.
Okay. 5785.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm just double checking. This year began on October 2nd, 2024 and will conclude on September 22nd, 2025.
Woo.
5785. Can't wait to hit year 6,000, dude. Does something bad happen?
I hope not. Well, actually, I mean, I won't be around. I don't care.
We might be.
I'm not going to be around in 6,000.
Why?
Wait, how many years is that?
That's only 215.
Yeah, I'm not going to be around for that.
What if they upload our consciousness
I'm
into
not
the
doing
cloud?
I'm not doing any of that. Put me in the ground. I'm done.
Penny says I like that way more than 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Can we skip to 5,785?
If you guys want to join on to the calendar, you're more than welcome to join on.
Dude, it's kind of crazy that this all you're feeling so down on yourself, and this is all coming together with like 7 minutes to spare.
I mean, it's nice that you think it's coming together. I personally don't.
I love
But-
it. Why do you not like it? It's so cool.
It's just not like what I envisioned, but it's okay.
I think it's cool. I think
you.
people in the chat would also agree that it is sick. If I was a little non-denominational boy walking through Target and I saw the Passover Haggadah, I think I'd pick it up.
Okay.
I'd give it a little read, especially if it looked like this is cute.
It is
You
cute.
know?
Oh, that's why none of them are cute. That's like,
It feels very what's the word? It feels like approach friendly. Like
that's what I kind of wanted.
which is really fun and really, really cute. I'm kind of curious
Yeah.
to hear. It reminds me of nostalgic puffy stickers. Says Penny. Yeah, that's a banger. Do you shop based on, like, let's say price isn't a factor? Okay.
Okay.
Do you shop based on packaging when price is not a factor?
Yes, but also like it needs to be functional. Mm-hmm. You know.
Like, are you a Graza olive oil girly?
I am not, only because I feel like olive oil shouldn't be in plastic.
That's true.
I
That's
don't know.
fair.
That's just my feel.
That's absolutely fair. But the colors.
No, I love it.
The design.
I do love it. I think that the design and the aesthetic is Gorgina.
That's how I feel about Maddie Matheson's macaroni and cheese boxes.
I don't know any of that, but that sounds
show
very
you.
nice.
I like the design. It's very specific, but mac and cheese. It's the Matheson Food Company. Monica's saying it's definitely an improvement on the other posters. I'm sure Jess wants to add a ton of more elements.
I do.
Listen,
I do.
It's timing. It's timing.
Yeah.
We only have a limited time. Look how cool this is.
Oh, yeah, I do like that.
It's like very
Yeah, that's cute.
nice. I
It's
enjoy
very
it.
nice.
It's just nice. But yeah, no. I mean, I would pick this book up. I really would.
you.
I'd give it a little read. I'd probably be a little confused and need to text a friend.
You can text me. Well, in my ideal world, it's not all written in Hebrew. There's also
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
the English translation.
Is the traditional one written in Hebrew?
It depends on what you get. Like these are not the only two that exist. These are just like the ones that I've had growing up. This
Sure.
has Hebrew and English. This has Hebrew and English. But then like there's one that like my brother uses that's just only Hebrew.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick. Brother, do you speak Hebrew?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I sure do.
Duolingual.
Duolingo. Bilingual.
Bilingual. Duolingo.
Yeah.
It's so funny. That is so funny. Do you think we'd have time to throw this on a mock-up, or is it too much?
Oh, that's what we gotta do.
I would love
forgot.
to see it on a mock-up.
I'm just gonna do. I think I have Adobe stock credits.
Adobe stock.
Yeah. Oh.
Hopefully you're signed
How's
in.
it going on the NASDAQ?
Oh, you're not signed in. Don't sign in on live.
No, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in. I'm in. Let me do.
Dox
cover.
yourself on the street.
Oh, that's like my junk email that I use.
Yeah, but it shows the little asterisk signs. Let's fill in the password.
Nah. You'll.
Nah.
Okay. Adobe Photoshop.
Everyone in chat, have you ever doxed yourself live on a live stream?
Oh wait, this is not what I wanted to do.
It's for Photoshop, right?
Photoshop.
Adobe Stock Market. Bliss said, too late now.
Yeah.
They just got the email. It's fine.
Wait.
So do you want to share with us your social security number in the last
No.
No, I'm kidding.
No thanks.
The CVV on the back of your card.
Yes. Oh, book mockup. Ah.
Cute.
Download, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, before I downloaded it and it didn't. Oh, license. Okay, that's what I didn't download it. I didn't license it. Okay. Download has been requested. Oh, okay.
46 credits. I have 3. Can you share some?
You gotta talk to the people
Yeah.
about it.
Talk to the homies.
Yeah. Open with.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to. You can open it with Photoshop, but you have to do like other.
Yeah. It says.
Yeah. If you go to other.
Oh, other.
Yeah. This is something that's been happening to me too. And then you just type in Photoshop or click Photoshop.
There we go.
You got it. Banger alert.
Okay.
Just about every streamer has doxed themselves, myself included.
Oh no.
That's funny.
Okay. Oops.
Jess, this is cool. I know that you said you're kind of schmedium about it, but this is sick.
I mean, I so appreciate that. Look
It's
at that.
important to just
Fits
sort of-
almost perfectly.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna give it that orange border.
Love it. It's cute,
Yeah.
honestly.
Ready
I
to
get it.
save?
Come on. Oh,
Amazing.
dude, that's sick.
Now I'm gonna do file, export. Export as PNG.
We've got 2 minutes.
I'm gonna do okay.
Firefly, go, go, go. Whoa,
Firefly,
whoa.
go!
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, why is this so zoomed in? Generate a video.
Let's see it. 1 minute.
Oh my god.
While you're generating, I want to let everyone know that this has been the Power Hour with art maxing and making decisions. And I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in for 4
Thank
hours
you.
of your time. It's been an absolute blast. I would say that this was a success, a mighty success. We had a cat in the
Yeah.
stream. We earned points in the stream. We made decisions in the stream.
Email Adobe and tell them you want us to come back.
Please email Adobe and let them know. You can email them at adobe@adobe.com.
Is that real?
No.
Oh.
Oh, look at it. We got this perfect. a little pet
Oh, I didn't.
thing.
I didn't send.
To finish
I
it
didn't
off.
send you a picture of Ruby and Stanley.
We don't have time.
Well,
we have
we're
1
waiting, we're
minute.
waiting.
Yeah, I guess we're waiting.
Don't end me.
But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Monica said I'm sleepy too now. Bliss says thanks bunches. Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. Are we gonna load in time? It looks like there's a little.
No, we will do it.
We're gonna do it.
It'll happen.
A great way to end off with some Firefly magic.
We're
Make
gonna
the
do
book
it.
sparkle.
Yeah, make it
And
sparkle.
Spin with flowers and blooming.
Oh wait, did I just send it to your MacBook or?
I don't know.
I sent it to someone's device. Someone's getting a picture of my dogs. Oh my gosh, we have 1 minute. Hurry up, Firefly.
I know. We don't want to get cut off
Firefly,
on Behance. Go, go, go.
Oh, is Behance just gonna like shut off immediately?
I think, well, because there's a stream after us.
Yeah, but it takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know.
5 minutes
Oh my
to
god.
set up. So we'll see. But yes, if this is where we get cut off, please check us both out at Chick of All Trade or by Jacob Harris, and check out the other shows, Art Maxing and Making Decisions.
Yeah.
We're hopefully here for 1,000 more years until 50, 70, 85. Gonna be doing Art Maxing and Making Decisions forever, and
Oh my gosh.
hopefully bringing more chaos. And
We're so close.
We are so
Look
close.
at the little thing.
Come on!
Let's go!
Ah!
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Great
Here
place
we
to
go.
end.
Ooh.
Oh, that's sick.
Okay, wait, and then I guess it gave me a second one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, this is sick.
Oh, that is sick.
Okay, what a way to end
Okay, I'm glad we did
Yeah,
this. I'm glad
I
we
am
did this. That
too.
came out really cool.
I went to year 6,000. Dude, we should do a shirt that's I went to the year 6,000. All I got was this stupid shirt. Like I went to the
and all I got was the end of times.
Yeah. Thanks guys so much for watching. It was
Bye,
an
thank
absolute
you.
blast, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye. See you next Tuesday.